Oh, there it is. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. The week has begun. Welcome to it. It doesn't matter how bad I feel. And literally about 10 seconds ago, I felt pretty rough. I won't lie. Yeah? The second I see you guys, you don't understand. It's like they just appear right next to me as the lights go down. I've actually seen you a little while ago.
Morning,
but you guys are amazing. Welcome to it. And welcome to you guys.
Ready?
Thank you so much for choosing to be here. Because it is a choice to start your week in this way.
And this early
choice,
too.
Especially if you're waking up and you're looking at us, because you made a great choice for the next 3 hours. That means you got feel good of 3 hours of just pure magic. We got entertainment, we got food, we got a lot to talk about, especially the weekend, guys. How was it, by the way?
Fantastic.
What's that
Great, you
smell
had a
for
good
you?
weekend?
I had an amazing weekend, but just get it out of the way, dude. Just say it.
Liverpool! Yes, please. I think it was 9 points clear after the weekend, taking down Man City 2-0. Oh, the Klopp, what? Klopp even? Nah, I'm the slots here, baby. And it's gotten even better. I'm so chuffed with Liverpool. If you're wondering what's happened, we are miles ahead of the table, like 9 points clear. So that's why I'm so happy this morning, because it was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend, so enjoy it. I know these moments don't happen all that often, so just soak it up. For some of us, never. They just never come around, and we'll enjoy that. And you, my friend, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic. I worked, yes, but it was good work. I was out there doing my thing. I also got to be on a rooftop at some point for work, so that was like a bonus.
Nice.
And just enjoyed some beautiful sunshine, because we got some really good weather this past weekend, I won't lie.
It was cooking. It was amazing. Kick-started the Celebrity Master Chef journey over the weekend, which was amazing. So well done to the team at S3. Just incredible to see where you can take shows like that. So I cannot wait to see what happens in the kitchen. It's all a little bit insane. And then, yeah, I was up in Joburg, connected with some amazing friends who I haven't seen in ages. It was just incredible, man. So, yeah, feeling very blessed. Blessed.
Yes. Well, it's good to have you with us. Thank you so much, Nzanzi, for tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But we do have one question for you in particular that's just burning from the inside, and we got to find out. A very big good morning to you. We may not always admit it, let's be honest, but sometimes, and only sometimes, we end up being a lot like our parents, don't we, Gray?
Sometimes.
Just sometimes. Now, what is a habit that you definitely got from either your mom or your dad?
Unfortunately, my mom and I got to this point because we fought a lot when I was growing up. Amazingly enough. Can you imagine? I just don't understand why. But it got to the point where we realized, as different as we thought we were, that's how similar we actually were. And that's probably why. So I've inherited a lot from my mother. The weirdest one, though, is the emotional cleaning. If I'm angry or upset, I will clean, I will vacuum, I will get stuck in, and it's quite a nice...
cupboards.
Oh, completely. and sometimes very passively, sometimes very passive-aggressively, sometimes very aggressively. But you will clean and do it. No, but I find it works. I've obviously watched her in my formative years doing exactly the same thing, and I'm sure I gave her ample reason to clean and tidy that house. But that's something. And you?
Wow, now being a dad, I'm sure you also have plenty of reason to do that. From my mom, I would say my absolute love for shopping. Is it to my own detriment sometimes? But we just like things.
You look great, always.
Thank you. I guess it comes with some benefits, you know. From my dad, definitely just the love for attention, because, you know, it's a Cupido thing. We just absolutely love a camera. So some good and bad habits, because, you know, can actually
they sound like
on the other side.
Superpowers, man. I'm gonna put them on that list. Absolutely love it. Well, you can let us know. What did you get from your mama? We'd love to hear from you. Any quirky traits? Maybe it's something that's become a core kind of quality of yours that you're really proud of. What did you inherit from your parents when it comes to your character? Well, yes, we've got a lot to get through. I wonder if Liverpool will feature in our sports report this morning. We'll find out in just a moment. That's after Riles touched on the news.
Absolutely cannot wait for that. But before sport, we start off with official duties being national headlines. Now, we're going to dive into national headlines first, and starting off with the following. Now, South Africa officially took over the G20 presidency yesterday, becoming the first African country to lead the forum. Now, with a focus on inclusive growth, climate change and food security, President Cyril Ramaphosa stated his intention to push for policies vital to the continent's development, following the African Union's admission as a permanent G20 member. Now, South Africa's leadership presents an opportunity to advance key priorities, as well as including artificial intelligence. Now, the United States will assume the presidency in December 2025 under the leadership of Donald Trump. Now, next up in our headlines, nationally, the FNB Stadium in Johannesburg was full to capacity yesterday as thousands of congregants from various churches gathered for the National Day of Prayer. Now, hosted by the Motsepo Foundation, this marked the 4th National Day of Prayer in South Africa. Now, the first event took place in 2017, with the last held in 2019 before the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, this global observance encourages people of all faiths to pray for their nations, fostering unity and reflection, regardless of religious beliefs. Now, a night vigil was held on Saturday evening ahead of the main event. Now we move to international headlines, and Namibia's main opposition party, known as the Independent Patriots for Change, otherwise also known as the IPC, has rejected the results of last week's general election, citing logistical failures and extended voting periods. Now, presidential candidate Pandaluni Itula alleged glaring and undeniable electoral malpractices, challenging the ruling SWAPO party. Now, voting, which began on Wednesday, stretched to Saturday due to ballot shortages and technical issues. Now, the IPC plans to contest the results in court and urges those unable to vote to report the irregularities. Now, early results from 10 constituencies shows SWAPO leading by 18%. Next up, the United Nations agency assisting Palestinians has suspended emergency supplies through the Kerem Shalom crossing between Israel and Gaza due to escalating concerns with security. Now, Philip Lazzarini, head of the agency, cited the looting of over 100 trucks carrying food supplies by armed gangs, with 5 trucks stolen just yesterday. Now, Lazzarini criticized the Israeli government for creating the dire situation and emphasized that a ceasefire would allow aid to reach Gaza uninterrupted, and also alleviating the urgent food shortage in the territory. Now, lastly, we're going to bring it back home and move it to Durban, because Durban's beloved Trail of Lights returns and turning the Botanic Gardens into a glittering Christmas haven. Now, from Friday to January the 3rd, this year's celebration theme dazzles with Santa's Workshop, Build-A-Bear fun and festive whale trails from the South African Association for Marine Biological Research. Now, families and furry friends can join the magical Paws and Claws nights on December the 8th and 12th, supporting Feeding the Furballs. Now, visitors will enjoy live music, twinkling selfie spots, and vibrant holiday characters, while exploring 2 food gardens brimming with treats. Now, with the marketplace showcasing Durban's finest vendors, this enchanting event captures the joy of community and Christmas spirit. Now, tickets start at only 70 Rand, promising a luminous journey perfect for all ages this festive season. Well, we carry on with the festive right now and dive into all things sport. And yes, let's hoping that we talk about Liverpool.
I'm just going through these headlines here. I can't see Liverpool anywhere. Nothing about them. No. Yes, we've got to start there. Sorry to all the other fans. But Liverpool are standing head and shoulders above the rest at the moment. They extended their Premier League lead to 9 points with a commanding 2-0 victory over Manchester City at Anfield. Cody Gakpo's early strike and then Mohamed Salah stepping up for the penalty, securing Liverpool's 18th win in 20 games under their new coach Arne Slot. City struggles continuing, now winless in 7 matches and 11 points adrift in 5th place on the table. You can understand that expression. And now it looks like Chelsea stepping up, and Arsenal, of course, still in that chasing pack, the closest challengers to Liverpool. Now, it was a hotly contested weekend in the URC. The Bulls and Sharks securing top 8 spots in the United Rugby Championship after a thrilling 7th round. So the Bulls impressed with a 28-14 win over Connacht. That was out in Galway on the road. While the Sharks, they edged out the Stormers 21-15 in a gripping derby. Oh, man, hearts were broken in those final moments. Meanwhile, the Lions, they fell 17-10 to Munster in a very closely fought clash in Limerick. Got a feel for the Lions this year, showing so much promise. Now, we stay with rugby, but the shorter format now, and to speak about agonizingly close, the Blitzboks Dubai Sevens title defence ended in a 24-17 quarter-final loss to New Zealand. Their first desert tournament defeat to the All Blacks since the 2008 season, which has been quite a dominance. Despite a gripping back and forth contest, late defensive lapses sadly proved costly. New Zealand capitalising, they sealed the victory with 2 late tries. Coach Philip Snyman lamenting the 6th place finish, highlighting highlighting possession issues ahead of this weekend's big one, the Cape Town leg. Now on to Formula One. Well, he's still unbeatable. Max Verstappen secured his 9th win of the season at the Qatar Grand Prix as McLaren and Ferrari's constructors' titles battle, of course, heads to Abu Dhabi in the finale. What a setup. So Charles Leclerc, he finished second, 6.031 seconds behind, with Oscar Piastri in third. McLaren's lead now narrowed to 21 points after Lando Norris's penalty dropped him to 10th despite setting the fastest lap on the day. Pierre Gasly finishing 5th with Jules Gagnon earning Sauber's first points in 8th. Still serving up the spice even at this stage. But that's where we leave our sport for the first hour of the show. Let's get our first dose of Monday morning weather.
Thank you so much, She-Man. Let's get into your weather for 6 o'clock this morning. Well, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions over parts of the Northern Cape, the Free State, the Northwest, the Southern Gauteng, and the Bushveld of Limpopo. Meanwhile, the Cape Winelands District Municipality in the Western Cape reports that fire crews are making steady progress in battling the Paarl Mountain blaze. Spokesperson Joanne Otto said yesterday afternoon that the left flank of the fire has been contained, but the right flank remains challenging due to dense vegetation. Well, before we leave your weather news, we've got to check in with the sunrise view of the hour. And one great thing about Ke December is that the weather is looking good and the sun is rising so much earlier. So Aisha from Cork Bay, thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us. Looking absolutely breathtaking. I always say that I love it when the ocean meets the sun, and this is no exception. So thank you so much, Aisha, for sharing your morning view with us. We love it when you do that. And you can do that too, Mzansi, on 0634088863. We still have 7 and 8 o'clock to get into, so make sure that you get involved and send through those pictures as soon as possible, all right? For now, though, let's get into your temperatures of what you can expect for your Monday morning.
Oh, man. You'll understand why we are giggling like little school children in just a moment, because we are going to be wowed. It's one of those full circle moments. My daughter has just started doing ballet.
Oh, nice.
And she is just blown away, swept away, as we all are, in the majesty. It is such a beautiful art form. And today we get to see it at its kind of peak, which is amazing. The Cape Town City Ballet are doing what? Do it. No, go on.
The Nutcracker!
It's iconic for a reason, and we get a little taste.
We do, because we have somebody incredible in studio with us right now. Raul was trying to do exactly what she's doing. It's Hannah Ward.
Come on, look at
you
this.
saying it's easy enough.
Come on, listen, Hannah's been standing like that for about 20 minutes. I don't think she's come down.
I believe it to do that on her own.
Wow. Look at that. Hannah Ward is going to bring us a little excerpt from one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic ballet that exists, and we'll delve into what it takes to create something like this, because you're doing this is centuries of history coming out, which we love.
I'm going to go work on my calves now after I'm a little bit inferior. So,
but and every other muscle in your body.
Core, please. I love it. Nothing says Christmas quite like this. So stick around right here, grab your coffee, and we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I told you it would be a quick break, and you're right back here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And on our couch this morning, we've got to welcome an incredible individual. Her name is Tracy Lee, and she's the artistic manager of the Cape Town City Ballet. And she joins us to discuss the company's highly anticipated production of an absolute timeless classic. I'm talking about the Nutcracker, which showcases the arts at the Artscape this December. Please let's give her a Feel Good welcome. Yes, Tracy Lee, thank you so much for being here. We are so excited. I mean, when we saw Hannah, smiles were just all over our faces because we can't wait to see this in action. But I want to know, if we take it back a little bit, what inspired this production in particular, the vision of it all coming together? I mean, it's been done many times. What can we expect this year?
Well, I think people, when we think about Nutcracker, it has been around for a long time, right? But I think Veronica Paper has done such a sterling job with revitalize it, really put so much color. Ooh. And everything is just, she just transform people, even for us as adults. We look at it and just go, oh, that's Christmas. Oh. And oh, that's my dream. Oh, that was my imagination, how it would be. And it was just right in front of your eyes. And I think there are so many moments that are so genius, you know.
Oh, I love that. I love that you said color, you said Christmas, you said genius. I mean, that is enough for us to get our tickets. Yeah. But let's talk a bit more about the process of casting and rehearsing as well. I know you've brought in two individuals, Ruan Galdino and Marcel Meyer, as guest artists. So tell me more about that collaboration and that coming together.
I think it's to have Marcel with us is really beautiful because he knows about acting. Yes. So I think for ballet, we think that we're just dancing, but it's also about interpretation, right? And then so with Marcel's expertise as an actor, it just brings out a whole lot more power as Drosselmeyer. And he's always, as Drosselmeyer is always is so magical because in our lives we always have that one favorite uncle, and he was right there. We'll talk about the story a bit later. And also by collaborating with dancers from Joburg, I think it's just vitally important for the art form, you know. So I think we have been carefully plotted and thought out, and then it's going to be a great collaboration.
Oh my goodness, and we can't wait. And I love that you're trying to keep that art form alive because it needs to be for generations.
We're sharing. We want to share and we want to give as well, you know.
Oh my goodness, because that is about art, right? It is something that you put out into the world for people to receive. And this production, I mean, it's for families, it's for children. When people buy their tickets and they come and marvel at the wonder of the Nutcracker, what do you hope that they'll take away from this?
Joy, and also I think in this world we're so into our little tablets and our folk, you know. I think
our heads are down.
I know, it's just so lovely that we can just all be together and have that fun, and also to be reminded Christmas is for gathering, for family and friends, you know. So we can just sit around, have fun, talk about what you dream of and what you would like for Christmas or the next year to come. I think it's just great, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, and perfect timing. It's the 2nd of December. We're just days away. I hope you're feeling the Christmas cheer even here in studio with the tree.
Yes, I know, and you've got one behind you. And on stage, our tree is going to go massive. So it's going to be so magical.
I mean, I wish I had a house big enough to carry that tree inside as well. But let's get into the 90th birthday celebrations, or at least anniversary celebrations. I mean, that is something to definitely raise a glass or two to. So what are you guys doing that especially uplifts the fact that 90 years in, the Cape Town City Ballet is really just doing their thing?
I think it's incredible, isn't it, that a company can be 90 years old. And we have had quite a busy year celebrating, and we had a beautiful, beautiful gala performance to celebrate our 90th. And I think this is drawing to a close, but it's a closing chapter of 90th, but it's an opening chapter for the next 9 decades, hopefully, you know.
Until 100.
Yes, and why not?
Why not?
And I think Cape Town City Ballet is opening up to be more inclusive as well in our 90th into the 100th, you know. So I think it's exciting, and it's about we're still exploring. It sounds old, 90, but I think it is still with the with the experience that we have had,
Yeah.
I think we're still exploring and we're still carrying on going to be better and better, adding layers on top of each other. You know?
Yes.
So I think it is beautiful.
Because it's about the evolution.
Oh, absolutely.
And
we
let's
can't be
see where we
stale.
go.
We,
Yes,
we
thank
just can't be
you.
stale. I shouldn't be saying this on TV, but all of us, we're just going to go forward and forge forward, and we've learned, and we're going to discover more and do our best. And
Well,
be our
we're
best.
excited for that, and congratulations on 90
thank you.
years and on this production in particular. Before I let you go, quickly, where can people get tickets? Give us dates, give us details.
We have tickets.
Yes.
It's very easy. Go online or Artscape box office.
Yes.
And then the run is from December the 13th, which is like next Friday, very soon, and all the way until the 29th of December.
Wow. Okay, Mzansi, you heard that. Get your tickets on Web Tickets. 13th of December is when it goes down all the way through into the 20s of December. So please make sure that you get yourself a seat. Secure your ticket today in order to see the wonder, the magic of the Nutcracker. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tracy.
Thank you.
Oh, we're going to immerse you in that magic right now. Now that we understand the history, the chain that continues with this incredible performance, but with a very brave new take. We love this opportunity to dive right into an iconic piece. This is the Sugar Plum Fairy Solo, performed by the truly exquisite and ridiculously talented Hannah Ward. Yay! Absolutely exquisite. Hannah, thank you so much. I know you get lost. I think so many of us can apply a memory to that. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, we're going to bring you more from the incredible Cape Town City Ballet, their production of the Nutcracker. It is going to be bringing the Artscape Theatre alive. If you are on a ballet journey, this is the one that you need to see. But I think the whole of South Africa gets open arms if this is just a taste. Thank you so much to Hannah. We'll continue with more Dance Spectacular in just a moment. Stick around.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Lindsay, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Monday is going to taste so good right now because, yeah, I'm inviting you into the kitchen and we're going to do something warm, something festive, full of flavor. And I want you to meet the creaminess of Clover vanilla custard. Yes, you know you are in for a treat right now. So we're going to be making gingerbread waffle French toast. And it is something incredible. It's a comforting twist on a breakfast classic. Perfect for the holiday mornings or I think for any cozy gathering. So I'm here with G-Man to do the things and we're pretty excited.
Things to do here, my friend.
Yeah, bro.
We might have bitten off more than we can chew, and I'm here to do that because this is the kind of stuff you want to chew when you've bitten off too much because it looks absolutely delicious. So we've got our amazing Clover custard.
Absolutely.
Vanilla flavored, it's the staple. We don't have to do much there.
Yeah.
So we want a sounding board for these gorgeous flavors and that texture. So we are creating probably the fanciest sounding board that we ever have in this kitchen, dude. So I'm guessing we got to start with the waffle, yeah?
100%. So let's start with the waffle. And believe me, when we're done with the waffle, it doesn't stop there, guys. So pay attention. We're going to start with dry and wet ingredients. And it's very simple. We've got some dry ingredients which we're going to sieve together first. So we don't want it to get too like lumpy and clumpy. So I've popped in some ginger. This is cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah, so obviously you know what kind of flavor profiles are coming
Yeah,
from
well, we said
this.
gingerbread. We must deliver.
Some sugar, well, sorry, that's salt actually going in there. And as you can see, the sieve is really working well. So those thicker bits that you don't want to really chew into and you want that like nice consistency, that's all going in there. And then a little bit of baking powder and voila, dry ingredients are done.
And we've got our base. I love that.
Simple as that. And now I'm going to start with the wet ingredients as well, okay? So main ingredient coming through first. That's the custard, vanilla flavored
Ooh, I like
Clover
the fact
custard.
that we're not just having it on as a sauce, that we are lacing it through. I love that.
Absolutely, and look at the beautiful consistency coming through here right now.
Yay.
Gonna add a cup of that, and I know you pretty much think that this is done. We can move on.
Yeah, I know. Just grab a spoon. I like the little handle you have on that bowl.
Yeah.
That's great. You can just.
But it doesn't stop there. We are carrying on with some milk. This is a bit of honey, so that's going to take some time to get in there. Maybe I can just use the spoon to spoon it out. Can you maybe pass me a smaller spoon there,
Let's see
G-Man?
if we can get you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to try to get the honey out of this one. I didn't think ahead because it is a little bit chilly in the studio, so we're going to have to make sure that really does mix up. And then we've got oil going in there.
I mean, we've got the beautiful flavor profile of the custard, so we probably don't need to do a huge amount to sweeten it up.
Absolutely.
It's going to taste delicious, but the more the merrier.
Truly, but you're going to see what this does in terms of just
You can even use a whisk if you want. I don't think you have to use
Thank you. I'm just whisking, just trying to get all the honey off this.
Now you've bonded
There we
with
go.
the teaspoon.
Come on. Almost got the honey off. I want to carry on that nice sweetness. That's done.
Beautiful.
And now we can whisk this up, G-Man. So I'm going to be working on the wet. Maybe what you can assist me with is
Our egg wash, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Because this has got a few steps in the recipe. I'm pretty much putting the batter together now, and I've got the beautiful Clover custard in this. A reminder, obviously, the reason why we're using Clover's vanilla custard is because it adds a creaminess to it. It gives me that velvety texture, which I really want in this. And I think it's better to add those layers, which is making this sort of a real elevated meal. So you'll see how it comes through in just a bit. But I've done with the wet. I'm going to pop some of the dry ingredients in here now as well, because this is pretty much going to make up the batter. All right, mix that together. Jim, how's it looking on your side?
Beautiful. So we've done what you would normally do, I suppose, for a French toast, and that's created an egg wash that kind of creates the Frenchiness. But we've introduced some cinnamon there as well. Don't hold back. It's festive. We want a kind of a showstopper element here. You don't put this much effort into a breakfast unless you are serving it to other people. I'm sorry. So, it must look beautiful. It must taste beautiful, obviously. But it's got to have a bit of that holiday cheer, and this is a great way of kind of South Africanizing traditions that maybe aren't ours. We don't really jump on a hot, wintry Christmas notion, you know, inside while the snow is outside. You know, we want a South African vibe and a feel, but you still want those traditional elements.
Absolutely.
And I think having the cinnamon French toast is just so clever and quirky and South African. I love that.
It is, and I think when we're heading into a season like this, obviously a lot of us start to slowly take off work, we spend more time with the family, and we just spend more time in general with ourselves. So that means you have more time to put into creating some lavish breakfasts, where I think during the year you're often rushing around in the chaos and you don't always have the time to do that. So voila, we've got the batter sorted out here, we've got time on our hands, and I'm going to pop this in there. Is that nice and hot,
and
G?
warm, it looks like it.
So We are making waffles firstly, and that's what's happening with this batter. I've got some beautiful...
Thank you for explaining that to me at this particular juncture.
Just in case you're wondering, what is this machine? What is this thing? I don't know how much I should put in here, G. What do you reckon?
In case you just tuned in.
You think I should put more in here?
I don't know. Dude. I think maybe a touch more.
Okay, just a touch, just a smidge.
Maybe the term smidgen was developed just
because
for
I think
a
it's going to like flatten out, right? So all we're going to do is make sure that we get the ratios right. We're making a pancake, and I think this is also dependent on the machine that you have, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
I think that's perfect, dude.
Pancake waffle machine goes into action.
And
Boom, boom, boom.
I would want to spread it around, but that just might be my OCD-ness.
No, that's actually not too bad.
Hey? Just squish it down.
Nice.
That looks great. So we're going to just destroy this thing apparently right now. I don't know how this is going to turn out. No, it'll be amazing. And then we're going to end up with our beautiful little waffle here.
Absolutely.
It's even got some cute marbling on it. Then I'm going to just do the egg dip, and then you are going to fry the sky off. Hey?
That's pretty much how we finish this off. So literally you can carry on the system by making as many waffles as you'd like, depending on how many you want to serve. What G-Man is doing is literally creating the French toast of this waffle and kind of basting that with
I don't know, but basting,
bending, bathing, you name it. But that then essentially goes in the pan, and then voila, you have an absolutely incredible breakfast like no other. And listen, this ready-to-use custard brings us the convenience like you see now. It's so easy to whip up something extravagant. And I think this is what makes that taste just come together, making this dessert perfect for any occasion. So G-Man, with that being said,
dude. This is
actually maybe we can switch on this one. And with that being said, Mzansi, get this recipe, expressoshow.com. G-Man's just about to finish this, but what are you waiting for? This is breakfast extravagance at its finest. Voila. As soon as we get the pan on.
There we go.
There we go. We got some heat.
What's new from Clover? This festive season, indulge in the new creamy and smooth Clover custard. Transform your ordinary desserts to extra delicious moments for you and your family. Try it. You'll love it. Clover, made with love.
Oh man, and that show was made with so much love. I can't wait to delve into the Christmas taste and also the Christmas feels. Now, speaking of, right now we're about to get into something so good because Cape Town City Ballet Angels are taking to the stage to show us what we can expect at the show. That, of course, is the Nutcracker that happens between the 13th and the 29th of December. So please, Mzansi, get your tickets. If you are in Cape Town, the mother city, you're going to want to see this because it is so adorable. Please, let's give them a round of applause.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzazi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Of course, we are giving you a good dose of entertainment right now. JP Sebastian is here, and that means we're talking one of the latest releases of the weekend, Moana 2. Yes.
In between, there's a 3 being shot now as well. But look, whatever. That's a story for like
Before we get ahead of ourselves.
2026. Moana 2 is out already. Some of you have already seen it, but tell you what, let's look into the meat and potatoes of the people behind it. Famous faces are back. Famous voices are back.
Yes.
Auli'i Cravalho and obviously Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. A little featurette for the movie itself. Let's have a look at the big names that you'll remember from the first one you loved so much, Moana 2.
Bring it on.
Moana is back.
Maui? Boat snack. Bacon and eggs?
I can't believe you're here. In Moana 2, there are new people to meet. There are new enemies to defeat.
Well, now I kind of miss the lava monster.
Dwayne is larger than life, both on and off screen. And I'm so grateful to be with him on this journey again.
It's a bad time to say I told you so. So I believe in you, but no one else does. What? I was being nice. Ow!
Maui and Moana, together again.
What lies beyond, under skies I've never seen.
Our music team, Barlow and Bear, have really knocked it out of the park.
We wanted to strike a balance between keeping the music in the world that already exists, but also adding our Barlow and Bear flair.
It was fun. It was so fun.
To have lyrics profound as going beyond what you think you're capable of, beyond your comfort zone, it really means something.
How could I ever say goodbye?
You might want to hold on.
What lies beyond of the legacy?
I love that Moana still has this impact, and I think that audiences are in for something incredibly special. You're gonna love it.
I don't love anything. I'm gonna eat this chicken.
I love that feature of JP apparently just appeared at the end there, if you didn't see. I don't love anything.
I identified with the grumpy guy. It like warmed my heart to see someone that cold-hearted.
This looks fun, man. This looks really cool.
You saw the first one?
No, I didn't.
What?
I didn't, yeah.
Mr.
The
Lifestyle, Mr. Ocean.
I know.
Non-parents in the room.
I see you dodging. You haven't seen the first one
I
either.
have not seen
We
it.
need to. We need to step it
to,
up.
Guys, it's so beautiful.
We don't need children to be able to watch it. It's
No,
like
no.
something for everybody.
Absolutely, and I think it continues with, interestingly, like, it's not the kind of laughs per second type thing. Obviously, there are laughs. It knows that that's not its going thing. It's like it's very cute, but at the same time, it's quite powerful and moving as well. That song, Beyond, knocked my socks off. But we'll talk about that a bit later because, yeah, whatever. Let me get into what the synopsis
Yes,
is. The
please.
story
Tell
being
us.
is that, so for you guys who don't even know number one, geez, where do I begin?
Tell us what we're missing.
I know The Rock is in it.
2,000 years ago, this is basically, for a start, set 2,000 years ago. It's across the islands of Polynesia, which is all the way from New Zealand through to, well, their fictional island, Motunui, is set below Easter Island, more or less. So across the entirety of the Pacific, which is what the size of these wayfarers, these sea... Like, our ancestors were incredible, like, on these yachts. That's how far they were able to cross.
Sure.
You know, not fictitious in that fact at all. But I have to get onto the, the people who at least know Moana 1, is that now this character, she is what they refer to as a wayfinder. Prior to that, her tribe had a pretty sour relationship with the ocean because they were afraid to go beyond the reef. Fish stocks were dwindling, they didn't know why, and then she got this ability, she got this calling, basically, to be a wayfinder for her people. Now, by Moana 2, she is already the wayfinder. They find that, look, if your people are to thrive, it's not just enough that you improve the fish stocks. You also have to connect with other people.
Sure.
There is a god in between who is angry at humanity because one of the reasons, there you go, you got a little cute little piggy too.
Adorable.
Sorry, Carissa's face just scrunched up like she ate some really good bacon. And there is a vengeant god who does not like humanity being connected, as, you know, similar to whether Greek mythology or anything else these gods do, and sinks an island that is like a central nexus for the Polynesian people. So she has to be this wayfinder to go forth and try and reconnect the peoples of these distant islands if her people are to survive. So she's torn between the, you know, been possibly a leader for people at home, but you have to break out. You have to set out on the ocean. And there's this interesting tension, which, by the way, I get into afterwards. We're going to show an interview that I did with those two songwriters, and there's that tension there. But in terms of the good and the bad of it, obviously this is a sequel. Nothing's as good as the first time ever. I think one of the things that it's a bit of a weakness for me here is that it doesn't necessarily have a strong enough backbone for, well, why are you here? Why is there a second movie? It feels pretty much like an episode filler in a series, which is not necessarily a sin in itself, but some of the scars of that is, for example, you saw the angry JP type character in the, like, there are a lot of side characters that are quickly sort of hemmed onto the world of Moana, but they don't really have a purpose. They don't really have their own backstory. They're interesting and they're funny and whatever, but they're sort of quite filler. Yeah. The way Dwayne's character, Maui, who is this demigod, sort of like Hercules in Greek mythology, is reintroduced to the story, is sort of uninspired as well. He's just in the middle of being caught up in shenanigans. So there are a lot of linkages that don't feel as sort of well and smoothly and sharply and concretely thought out as they were in the first movie. But the singing is absolutely powerful. Our Lee Carvalho, as you can hear there, that voice is
powerful, beautiful,
insanely beautiful. And aside from that, some of the stuff that I really did like and I really did appreciate is it's great to see more kids' movies doing this game. Other people speak languages other than English. And you know what? You're going to watch a scene where you just hear an indigenous language. And the way that was crafted in some scenes is it's not just there for us as tourists to glance in as westernized tourists and go, ooh, it's so fascinating, the cultures and all that kind of stuff. Literally, the music will be pulled away from a scene where a traditional song is being sung, and there's such a beautiful sort of glow of respect around it. Look, there's a lot of that I can say that's good, bad, and whatever, but I think it's mostly strong at the end of the day.
Can we do popcorns?
Absolutely. I don't know, they get kind of soggy in the ocean, but 7 out of 10 is what I'd give for
wow. JP, you are a changed man. Let me tell you that much.
That's the beauty. That's also, like I said, this interesting air of seriousness. Because, like I said, it's not laughs per second, but at the same time, it's got this great respectfulness of a world that we've not seen before. Because, good grief, you can name half of the Greek pantheon of mythology.
Right.
I can talk about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and whatever, but it's cool that a movie goes, look, here's whole other cultures.
Yes. There's more.
But also, we're not just going to spoon feed you like you're a like you're a tourist on a tour bus or whatever. You're going to sit there with a glow of respect, with an aura around this movie. Anyway.
Joe, was it aura of respect when you got into your interview? Because I believe you got an interview with the songwriters.
Yes, I did.
Must be really cool.
Emily Bear, Abigail Paulo. Oh my goodness.
And the first mind-blowing thing, one of the reasons why I got choked up by that song Beyond is because it's about this young lady talking about going over the horizon, finding new lands to you know, et cetera, et cetera. Emily Bear, just the pianist, 23 years old.
Insane.
Already these two people Grammy winners. Previously they did an unofficial Bridgerton soundtrack that they won a Grammy for. But look, let's talk to the ladies themselves. I had the honor of meeting with them, and knock on wood, they get the Oscar for these songs in Moana 2.
What lies beyond, under skies I've never seen? Will I lose myself between my home and what's unknown? If I go beyond, leaving all I love behind, with the future of our people still defined, can I go beyond?
I am with the Grammy-winning musical team and now songwriters for Moana 2 and soon to be Academy Award winners. I knocked on wood.
Gosh.
I knocked on wood, don't worry.
I'm knocking on wood too.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And congratulations on Moana 2.
Thank you so much.
You guys really pulled out some moving stuff with this. And I think testament to that is how sharply I really just want to center on her signature piece, Beyond. Now, I'm a crusty middle-aged man, but you guys choked me up.
Oh.
As millions around the world are about to be choked up by the song. So, firstly, how does that happen? And secondly, even more importantly, describe for us the Moana you wanted to proclaim to the world with Beyond in the sequel.
Well, I mean, Moana has grown in this film. You know, she's 3 years older and 3 years wiser. And she also is the happiest she's ever been, you know? And when this song takes place in the first film, she couldn't get away fast enough. She really did need to go find herself on the sea. And now she's found the perfect balance between land and sea. She doesn't want to give it up, but she's being asked to give it up. And she knows she has to do it for the good of her people. So that dichotomy, I think, is what we really wanted to capture with the song, you know?
Yeah, I think we wanted to show the vulnerability, show that she's scared, you know, and she can be all the things that we know and love. She can be brave and inspiring and strong and a heroine, but she's also human, and it's okay to feel scared when you're about to take a giant leap of faith. I also wanted it to be a little darker because she was so like bright-eyed and doe-eyed in the first movie. Like How Far I'll Go is a wildly optimistic sounding song. But now because she's older, she's grown up a little bit. She's seen the beautiful parts of the world. She's also seen how scary it can be. So she knows more going into this one. And so I think that tone wanted to be very evident in that song.
Yeah, it really comes across. I think dichotomy is the exact choice of word there too. And I think, Emily, maybe you can help more on this side as well, especially since you're into the instrumentation of things as well. It's obviously the whole thing's holistic, I'm sure. But there's just such an emotional busyness to this. And I mean that in a positive way. This dense tension between trepidation and conviction that you maintain throughout. So what were some light bulb moments in wanting, for example, to set that newer, darker tone?
For me, it's the minor major of the harmonies. Like you flip back and forth. You don't really feel like you land in one spot because you go major, minor, major, minor. Also, like for me, a great emotional song has ebbs and flows. Like it cannot be monotonous. It can't be, starting in one spot and then staying there with little variation. So at the beginning, especially like she's now alone. She has to make this decision by herself. I wanted the beginning to be really intimate and to be kind of, not in 4/4, a little bit more free time because I wanted it to sound like she was thinking, And then as the chorus ends, or even as the chorus starts, like it's a bit more driving. She's like on her way to making a decision, but she's trying to she's going through it in her mind. After the first chorus, that's when the groove really picks up and she starts running around the island and you see it build to like this climactic finish when she proclaims, "I am Moana," which is funny because that's about to be tested. But in that moment, she does think she knows exactly who she is. And it felt like the perfect callback.
That "I am Moana," that proclamation is like, I'm going to go to the beach in any second now and just scream my name into the ocean. Probably get arrested or something like that. But really powerful, that piece of
My
music.
favorite part of a Disney song is like that moment, part of your world, it's like that climactic moment where all of the emotion culminates in like that note with the orchestra swell and you get the goosebumps. And that's what I wanted. That's what we wanted to have Moana have.
I feel like it was the first time a character put their foot down and said their name in a Disney animation as well. So anyway, I mean, I might be wrong on that, but still, like I said, it will linger for a very long time. The production team of Disney said that you guys came like really well organized, but despite that, Auli'i Carvalho, Moana in this movie, described you guys as very supportive of her new ideas. And so what is the process in hammering out this banger? What are the kind of discussions you have? What is new to say the style of the music compared to the first one?
I think, Auli'i's voice has just grown and matured over the years. And she is so in control of her instrument that we wanted to give her a little bit of a challenge, maybe. And she absolutely stepped up to the plate. I mean, she's an incredible vocalist, an incredible performer as well. And I think she really brought Moana's voice to it. Every single little choice she made in the way that she emotes through her performance is magical in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, there really is nothing better as a creative watching your music come alive as someone singing it. But because we are fans of Moana and we know Auli'i as Moana, the songs did not really come together until their stamp was put on it. So when we were in the vocal booth with her and we were trying all these different variations of how to, pick out the best vocal performances, what Auli'i inherently did and her natural instincts as, she's lived in this Moana world for so long is what I feel like we ended up gravitating towards because it sounded so natural. She's amazing.
And that fully comes across, guys. You know, you get some musicals where it's just like, oh, that feels like a side piece and it's just an excursion, but it's all woven very organically, I think, with the entirety of the story.
That means a lot. Such a
Ladies Abigail Wallow and Emily Bear, thank you so much for your contribution. It was very impressive. Like I said, very moving, even for.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yay.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the beach.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
From new shores we've been exploring, returning to tell our story, connected with both the land and sea. Finally, we're back to who we're meant to be.
JP
Yeah, man,
Sebastian.
well played, bro. Well played.
Chatting to some Grammy winners.
Yeah.
I love this.
I've got to say, I love the message that came through there, that it's okay to feel scared when you're about to take on something big. And I love how they brought that through in the music and the emphasis they put into actually making that come to life and materialize. So thank you for bringing the real nitty-gritty of how this magic comes together and for showcasing us why this is something we got to get our
To use a
hands on.
sound from Moana if you had to watch a movie. Aware, aware.
And also translates right here in South Africa. Awe, Mzansi, get your tickets, of course, for the movie Moana 2. It's currently out. Lots of people have reviewed it, including JP, saying 7 out of 10 is for you. So please make sure that this weekend you have your tickets booked.
Aware.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's just gone 2 minutes after 7 o'clock, which means it's time for your news. Let's start out with your national news first, where Deputy President Paul Mashatile, speaking at World AIDS Day in the Eastern Cape, revealed that nearly 8 million people in South Africa are living with HIV, with 1,300 new cases reported weekly among the youth. He highlighted South Africa as the epicenter of HIV and one of the highest TB burden countries. Now, HIV is most prevalent among young women aged between 15 to 24. KwaZulu-Natal Premier Tami Ntuli praised NGOs and volunteers for their tireless HIV/AIDS education efforts, noting KZN's progress in reducing infections and expanding antiretroviral drugs access. Now, sticking to your national news, South Africa officially took over the G20 presidency yesterday, becoming the first African country to lead the forum. With a focus on inclusive growth, climate change and food security, President Cyril Ramaphosa stated his intention to push for policies vital to the continent's development. Following the African Union's admission as a permanent G20 member, South Africa's leadership presents an opportunity to advance key priorities, including artificial intelligence. Now, the United States will assume the presidency in December 2025 under the leadership of Donald Trump. Let's take a look at your international news making headlines. Heading into the U.S., where President-elect Donald Trump has demanded that BRICS member countries commit to not creating or supporting a currency to replace the U.S. dollar or face 100% tariffs. Now, he warned that those who attempt to do so should expect to, quote, say goodbye to selling into the U.S. economy, adding that there's no chance the U.S. dollar could be replaced in international trade. Meanwhile, officials from Canada, Mexico and China have warned that Trump's pledge to impose sweeping tariffs on America's 3 largest trading partners could disrupt the economies of all 4 countries. Meanwhile, Namibia's main opposition party, the Independent Patriots for Change, or the IPC, has rejected the results of last week's general election, citing logistical failures and extending voting periods. Presidential candidate Panduleni Itula alleged, quote, glaring and undeniable electoral malpractices, challenging the ruling SWAPO party. Voting, which began on Wednesday, stretched to Saturday due to ballot shortages and technical issues. Now, the IPC plans to contest the results in court and urges those unable to vote to report their irregularities. Early results from 10 constituencies show SWAPO leading by 18%. And to close off your 7 o'clock news, Maurizio Catalan's duct tape banana has gone from humble snack to a $6.2 million artistic marvel, only to be, well, eaten. Chinese cryptocurrency entrepreneur Justin Sun snagged the famous comedian at Sotheby's, outbidding 6 rivals. Now, the banana, bought earlier that day for 35 cents, has a habit of disappearing into the stomachs of opportunistic onlookers. In 2019, a cheeky performance artist devoured it at Art Basel. In 2023, a South Korean student had his turn at Seoul's Leum Museum. Sun, however, added his own twist by chomping it during a media conference, claiming it was, quote, better than bananas. With its replace and repeat design, his fruity masterpiece keeps proving that sometimes art is truly appealing. I absolutely love that story. A little bit of a cheeky take into the art world. And that's how we close up your 7 o'clock news. For now, let's have a look at what's happening in your sports with Graham.
Well, I think a few were hoping for a few banana peels yesterday, but they did not come. Liverpool in unbelievable, unstoppable form. Let's say they extended their Premier League lead to 9 points, now with a commanding 2-0 victory over Man City at Anfield. Cody Gakpo's early strike, then Mohamed Salah stepping up for the penalty, securing Liverpool's 18th win in 20 games under Mr. Slot. The City struggles, their woes continue, now winless in 7 matches and 11 points adrift in 5th. That is Arsenal and Chelsea emerge as Liverpool's closest challengers at this stage. Now, close calls in rugby. Let's turn to the URC, and the Bulls and Sharks both secured top 8 spots in the United Rugby Championship after a thrilling 7th round. So the Bulls impressed with a 28-14 win over Connacht in Galway out on the road, while the Sharks, they just edged out the Stormers 21-15 in a gripping derby. A late disallowed trial there, breaking hearts. And elsewhere, the Lions, they fell 17-10 to Munster in a very closely fought clash in Limerick as well. Now let's turn to sevens, and of course a kick started once again in Dubai in the Blitzbox. Dubai Sevens title defence sadly ended in a 24-17 quarter-final loss to New Zealand. Their first desert tournament defeat to the All Blacks since 2007 and 08 season. So despite a gripping back-and-forth contest, some late defensive lapses proved costly. New Zealand ceding that victory with 2 late tries. And our coach Philip Snyman lamenting the sixth-place finish, highlighting some possession issues, certainly in that last game ahead of this weekend's Cape Town leg. We will show up for them this weekend. Now we turn to Formula One, and Max Verstappen continues his incredible year. He secured his 9th win of the season at the Qatar Grand Prix as McLaren and Ferrari's constructors' titles battle, of course, heads to Abu Dhabi's finale. What a way to wrap up the season. So Charles Leclerc, he finished second, 6.031 seconds behind, with Oscar Piastri in third. So McLaren's lead now narrowed to 21 points after Lando Norris's penalty dropped him to 10th, despite setting the fastest lap on the day. And Pierre Gasly finishing in 5th, with Zhou Guanyu earning Sauber's first points in 8th. So momentous weekend for them. But that's where we leave our sport for this hour. Let's take a look at the competition building on the roads.
Not too much competing on the roads this morning, G-Man, but we can assist you nonetheless. We're starting off in Epping in Cape Town. Now, the N7 at Jake's Cavill Drive has been reopened, and that's after the initial repair works at the road collapse section, which was south of Epping. Now, we are asking that you do exercise caution when making use of the affected road, as there is a little bit of a bump that you might experience when passing through. Now, sticking to Cape Town and over to Milnerton, there is light congestion along the N7 southbound, and that's at the N1 inbound ramp. So again, as you can see from the visuals, minor delays are expected. So for motorists using this route, please ensure some added travel time to your morning and, of course, drive safely. From the road to the skies, let's find out now what's happening in the world of weather. All right, now reporting on all things weather, the South African Weather Service has issued a heatwave warning, and that's for parts of the Northwest and the Free State until Wednesday. Now, these conditions will also affect parts of KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, Limpopo and Mpumalanga until at least Friday. Now, the Weather Service follows a specific criteria to declare a heat wave, and that's if the maximum temperature in a town exceeds the average maximum temperature of the hottest month by 5 degrees Celsius or more and persists for 3 days or more. And that is when a heat wave may be declared. Now, with that being said, let's bring in some heat, and that's with our sunrise view of the hour. And from my favorite spot in Delbrook, Stanton sent in an absolute banger just as the sun rises up from the distance, and you can see the mountains in the background there on the horizon. He's even got some birds just flying through on the top left corner, and absolute movement and everything else that the ocean provides. What an incredible shot. There's so much magic in this one, Stanton, and I can't thank you enough. And well done on getting an early rise out in Delbrook. I hope you got to take a dip as well. And with that being said, we're going to dip into the rest of it. And thank you again for sending these incredible views. And we'll do it again in the hour. The number is 063 408 8863. Let's see if you can top Stanton's incredible view from Delbrook. And speaking of incredible, let's see what you can do with the incredible temperatures that you can expect on your side of town.
All right, so the weather's looking good. Let's make the day even better. Monday could be your day to remember if you play daily Lotto. Why? Because there is an estimated 550,000 Rand in the jackpot today. So don't miss out. You can get your tickets now in store. nationallottery.co.za. You can go through their mobile app. You can use your cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# for USSD. And we'll keep all those deets up on the Expresso social media pages, so you've got no excuse. Panda, push a play for that daily Lotto jackpot, estimated at 550,000 Rand today. Go and win big, but play now, and good luck.
Well, I got some goodness right here, and I'm not only talking about the chocolate milk that I'm about to pour for our guest. Sarah Jane is in the building.
Hello, hello.
And I can't wait to get into this because you released a new song. It's called Just 5, because sometimes we just need 5 more minutes. You know what I'm saying?
to quickly have
some milk.
some chocolate milk.
Some chocolate milk in particular. We're so looking forward to that performance, Sarah Jane. And welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Yay, thank you for having me.
Of course. When we say feel good, this is why, okay? Sarah Jane is here to make you feel good on your Monday morning. And then Ryle, too, is going to try out something really exciting. We're talking all things fitness boots, okay? So he's going to put them on, bounce around studio, and show you exactly how to keep fit throughout this festive season. Good December. Let's cheers to that.
Cheers.
And let's cheers to you. We'll see you right now after this break, Zanzi. Festive is on us with Mrs. Balls. Make every dish a celebration with the unforgettable taste of Mzansi's #1 chutney. Bring your flavor to the table with Mrs. Balls and add that Mzansi flair to stand a chance to win your share of 40,000 Rand in cash. Take a picture of your most festive recipe starring Mrs. Balls and share it on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using #Mrs. Balls. Show us why everybody loves the Mrs. this festive season. Competition closes 6 December. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, we are getting active in the studio, and we love it. Cannot wait to see what Ryle's going to be getting up to in just a moment. But right now, we're going to plug into a talent, and we absolutely love her because Sarah Jane sings. Sarah Jane Thomas is a singer and songwriter from Cape Town, having just released a song called Just 5, and you'll want to have it on repeat this summer. In fact, let's give you a little taste. Take a listen to this.
So before you go, I want you to know that I never ask you to, 'cause I'm always in the mood for more of you. I need just a little more time, even just 5, and me breathe you in, sweet like cinnamon. Need a little more time, even just 5. Promise I'll make it worth it, baby.
Give a round of applause. Sarah Jane Thomas in the house. We literally dragged her out of the bath and said, come on, you got to go to work, girl. You got to get your...
You don't have 5 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just 5. Just 5.
No.
We all want it, but we got you this morning. It's so good to have you here. How are you, my friend?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me.
New music is always amazing.
I know, just before December.
Exactly, and it's got that kind of anthem-y tune. Just get in your car, roll the windows down. Hopefully you don't even have a top in your car and just go. What's the vibe with the new music? Before we catch up with on how you've been. This has got to be the best thing in your life right now.
Yes, no, it is. I mean, it's been a while. And this song also just happened so organically. Shout out to Ben, he produced it.
Well done, Ben.
Yes, he worked on the track. He hit me up on Instagram and he was like, hey, I have a beat. And I wrote it one weekend, and he's in the UK and I'm in Cape Town. So we did a bit of a back and forth. But it worked out in the end. I'm so happy.
When do you jump off with something like that? Is it the musicality of something that inspires you? Is it a moment? Is it a feeling?
I think
How
that
does
this
that
one
well
was a
work
feeling.
for you? Really?
It usually is a feeling for me. So with just 5, it's really about just those 5 more minutes with someone you love. You know, in the morning, you don't want to get up, they're still in bed. And I'm sure
slow down.
You're like,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
You know, you kind of just want to slow down time for a little bit and remember the small moments that are the big moments that get you through the rest of your day.
Now, you can say that now with absolute confidence,
Yeah.
post-writing and creating this beautiful song. Does it work out like that when you're in it? How do you take that feeling and translate it into a sound? Does it just happen? You said this was quite organic.
Sometimes,
do you have to work at it?
Know, I think the best ones are the ones that come easier.
Wow, I love that.
Sometimes I don't know, personally, I don't know what I'm writing about until I'm like, oh, is this how I'm feeling, or is this what I'm thinking about? And then sometimes I have a concept where it's like, oh, I've heard this story a friend told me, like, I want to kind of make it my own and do a little story time.
I love that, because you're a creative.
Yes.
Is it the same in all aspects of your life? Because the creativity seems to pop up in just about every sphere of who you are. And just following online, you're a content creator as much as you're an artist. There's so much going on in that space. Does it all come from the same creative well? Is it the way you see the world?
Honestly, I think in my music, as a kid, I wasn't as confident.
Really?
My mom wanted me to be a dancer, actually. And when I was watching the ballet this morning, it was really beautiful and kind of brought me back.
Full circle once again.
And I found a way to do music in the shows. Because that was I was like, I'm not good at this. I think I'd be better at the music side of things.
I'll provide the soundtrack.
Exactly, and that's kind of how, you know, how we get into it and how we... But it does show up. I think the confidence vibes, like I do a lot of modeling and TV commercials. So in that way, I've learned to fake it enough.
Switch it on,
So that you can switch it on, you know, when you need to, and be a performer and be an artist and, you know.
I get the feeling that you could go in many different directions now, and it feels like all bets are off. There is magic in the water. I keep using this term. There's something magical happening. What gets you excited when you think about the kind of music you want to create? And obviously there is a mode, and you've got to fit within what's working on radio, what's going to make the money, because we are commercial.
Exactly.
We are, and as much as people want to be individualistic and live on another planet, we need to echo what's happening out there. And at the moment, there is a lot of focus on South Africa to be that.
Exactly.
We are kind of flavor of the month. So that being said, where do you want to go with your music? How would you describe this style?
I feel like with this one, I've always been in R&B, but with this one, we kind of added a little bit of like, you'll hear a little bit of like touches of like amapiano and like Afrobeat type of things in the music as well. And I wanted to add it subtly where it still felt organic to Sarah Jane, but also kind of just giving a little shout out to home. And I do hope to continue that. I feel like you said, all bets are off. The possibilities are endless. There's a feeling in Africa as a whole at the moment, especially in music. And it's beautiful, and I feel like we need our time.
We've earned our time. It kind of feels like we've earned our seat at the table now, and there are opportunities to be in South Africa where the world is noticed. You don't have to go to LA, you don't have to go to New York, you don't have to get yourself out of this epicenter. So what do you want to do now that you've got this beautiful year standing in front of you, 2025? What's on the way?
I am hoping to do another EP. I feel like the previous one was really just for me to write and put stuff down.
Get it out.
Get it out, yeah. It was more in that like artistry vibe where I just needed to like tell these stories. And I think the next one will be a bit more intentional. Still stories, still some sauce. But yeah.
I love it. And I love the fact that as life throws more at you, we're going to process more of life with you through this journey. And I love the fact, and I say this just about every time the artists that we love come on the show, you guys seem so happy and healthy because you're providing the emotional language for the rest of us to walk through life, which
That's
is a
what we want to do,
thing,
you know. We want you to relate in some way and be like, oh, I vibe with this. Like, I get it.
Just 5. Just 5.
Just
That's
5
all I
more
need.
minutes,
just
please.
5. Well,
Yeah.
we're not going to take just 5. With Sarah Jane, we're going to take every minute that we can. But yes, new music on the way. Now, you might have heard an interesting noise permeating through our studio. I am dying to find out what is about to happen.
Well, let me break it down to you, G. I might have gained a couple of inches right now because we're going to get into something very interesting. A first for me as well, Mzansi, let me tell you. Because fitness should be more than just a routine, right? It should be an entire experience. And I've got some fit boots on my feet right now. It's the International Rebound Fitness team, and they are here to show us how they've turned exercise into pure fun. From weight loss to improved balance and even better digestion, they promise a workout that feels like play. I'm trying to get my balance as I'm standing here right now, because joining us right now is qualified master trainer Chantal Lottering to take us through all the goodness. Chantal, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
You had so much faith in me with these boots, but I think I've got it. I think I'm
you
here.
have it done. Your course impeccable.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, can you explain how rebounding on the fit boots actually works and why it's so effective for things like gaining your balance and also some weight loss along the way?
Okay, well, rebounding on fit boots is completely opposite and different to rebounding on a trampoline. We use a method called plyometrics move, which has 3 moves. You have a concentric move, a mortization move, and an eccentric. Now, the best way to explain this to you is to use a frog. Okay, so a concentric is the preloading of your energy, preloading of your muscles. So imagine a frog curl its tongue. Now, in order to catch the fly, it needs the mortization move, which is a fast energy boost, which is a propel.
Yes.
Catch the fly, then it lengthens your muscles and it brings it back. So now that's how we rebound on these boots. It's a nice fast movement and it helps muscles. Okay. What are the benefits? So many benefits: health benefits, mental benefits, weight loss benefits. You have energy benefits. You have lymphatic drainage. So it helps with your lymphatic drainage, which is for us super important because the more your lymphs are blocked or your lymph fluid is blocked, the less mobile you are. So for us, it's super important. How does it work on the bones? Because everybody wants to know, okay, well, how does rebounding actually improves your bones? It actually it strengthens your skeleton and bone metabolism with increased pressure and tensile density. Wow. So it's such a good exercise to have. And how does it give you energy? It makes it fun. It stimulates. It is, and you know, when you have fun, you release certain endorphins.
Right, of course.
And I mean, if you ask everyone in our class, when they leave our class, they are full of energy and they are chatterboxes.
Oh, I love this. Not that I need to be a chatterbox anymore, but let's get into this, Chantal. Where do we even begin before you guys take over and show us the real stuff?
Well,
try something.
let's do basic position. So your basic position would be your feet would face forward. Your legs should be hip distance apart. Your knees are softly bent. You have a nice little tilt in that pelvic, giving you a natural arch in your back. Your core is nice and engaged. Your shoulders and chest are nice and open. Your chin is facing forward, and absolutely most important is to always put a smile on your face.
Oh, the smile's the best part. Okay, all right.
Okay, so we always do warm-up. So we start with very basic warm-up, and it can be like stepping forward. So we'll step forward with the right foot, step forward, bring it back, step forward, bring it back, step forward. That's it, bring it back. And now we can speed it up, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 6, 7, 8. Yes. Yes. Nice little warm up, getting that body nice and warm. And then we're gonna go step to our side. Okay. In 4, 3.
Which way are we going?
This side. And step, step, step. That's it.
With the bouncing, it helps.
It does.
Then you're in the rhythm.
It takes all the impact off of the bones and the body.
Oh, yes, of course.
Increasing your endurance. And obviously you can already start feeling your heart rate go up.
Yep.
Yes.
And I feel a bit of burn in the legs too.
Yes.
Hey.
So then we're gonna go from the top. We're gonna go 4 forward, 4 to the side.
Okay.
Yes. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3 to the side.
This is fun.
2,
hey, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, side. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1. That's it. Now we're gonna do knee ups. Okay? So we go up, 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 up. Yes. You want to keep that ankle right underneath that knee. Now working that core, we're going to bring our hands to our knees from up, down, up, down. That's it. Whew. That's it, Carissa, you got it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me not get too enthusiastic.
Now we go to our hamstring curls.
Okay.
So hamstring curl, curl. That's it. Yes, Carissa,
Woo!
yes.
This might be my new kind of fitness.
It's amazing,
oh
yes.
my gosh.
Fun, hey?
This is fun.
Yes. Now we're going to go 4
what have you
knees.
done to me?
1, 2, 3, back. 1, 2, 3, up.
Ooh, that was that Oscar music telling us to wrap it up. Can I please get a high five? Well done, guys. That was absolutely incredible. If you ever get an opportunity to get your fit boots on, please do. Where do your classes happen? How can people get involved?
We have classes around South Africa, but you're more than welcome to contact us on Fit Boots South Africa community. We will answer any questions. You're more than welcome to give us a call. I'm sure you guys will share my number.
Absolutely.
And then you can give me a call and I will hook you up with all our classes around South Africa.
Wow, if I can do it, you can do it. Let me tell you that much. We've been bouncing away and having a good time. I just wonder if the gents are jealous that I've really got new skills here.
Yeah!
I'm just glad I got to actually see what was going on because I could just hear the boots moving into studio and what was going on in my head versus what I've seen. Very different. Absolutely love it. And yes, we will keep moving. It's the season of deals, man. And it is a Monday. It is Cyber Monday. And Woolies have got your hookup. We've got some amazing tech deals from Woolies, dude.
Now, Woolies aren't just hooking you up, but we're also going to hook you up with some great entertainment. And Sarah Jane is going to be performing for us. We heard all about her. Now, let's see her do the things and come through with some magic. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. We'll see you straight after this.
Hear the noise, mate. There you go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, in case you missed it, because there have been a lot of deals on the go. Oh, first of all, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around this morning. It is a Monday, but not just any Monday, Cyber Monday.
Absolutely. Now, we want you to head over to woolworths.co.za, or you can visit in store for exclusive Cyber Monday deals, and it'll allow you to save up to 1,700 Rand on the latest Samsung handsets and gaming items. So hurry up. These limited time offers are available today only, and you can shop them in store and online and save more this Cyber Monday.
I think a lot of people wait for Cyber Monday almost more than Black Friday.
I do. I'm that guy.
But this is also where it pinches, man, where you need the new tech for next year. It kind of feeds into your model that you know, whether back to school, back to work.
Level up.
And that's not all, okay? So they are giving one lucky one of you guys, that's one of our viewers, the chance to win a Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 and Galaxy Buds FE valued at 9,000 Rand. Just look at it.
Oh,
beautiful,
these are
simplistic.
so cool.
Some of the best operating buds in the biz, I think.
Absolutely, remember, let's just talk about the watch first, right? Because the Galaxy Watch 7 features a 3nm processor, a bioactive sensor for accurate health measurements, plus it optimizes battery life for long-lasting power. So let's not forget about that sleek design as well.
Yeah,
that's going to look good on any wrist.
Yeah, it flies under the radar, but it packs a punch. I love it. The Samsung Galaxy Buds FE, they are industry-leading triple mics for clear calls and the active noise cancelling, which is amazing for an outstanding listening experience. It's almost like their performance, but also you can use them to run like you're streaming at home if you are hosting a meeting or whatever.
Man, conferences, you name it. Absolutely. So we're raving about this for a reason, not just to make you jealous, but to get you involved in this, right? It's competition time, and you can stand a chance to win. So simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us the following. What is your favorite feature in a smartwatch? Yeah, now don't forget to use the hashtag Woolies Cyber Monday. The competition closes at midday on Wednesday, the 4th of December. And your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. What are you waiting for?
Good luck.
Well, my favorite thing is that I can see myself torching calories, which is exactly what we're doing right now. We're back with the Fit Boots, and we definitely need to get into this, Chantal, because you were saying it's not only in Cape Town, but you also have classes, Johannesburg,
PE, Mossel Bay,
Hermanus. Oh, you can get involved wherever you are, South Africa, and then also you do online classes, so literally wherever you find yourselves, make sure to contact Chantal and the rest of the gang. Okay, let's get into the next part. We're dancing a little bit now, aren't we? All right.
Okay, so we're going to start with the jog. So let's jog and jog.
Whew. Yeah.
Yes. Getting that heart rate up.
Good. I'm imagining myself on the promenade jogging.
Then we're going to go for a cha-cha.
Okay.
So you're going to jump from one side, lift up your knee, jump from one side, lift up your knee, jump from the other side.
Okay.
Yes. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'll count you down.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, and jump, and jump. Yes! Now we're going to lift our leg. 1, 2. Here we go. Up. That's it. 1, 2. Ooh. Give me a hand. That's it. Feel that bounce.
I feel it. I feel it.
That's it. Yes. That's it. And we're going to go for cha-cha again. And back.
I feel like I'm a little bit out of beat here.
That's okay. And we're going to lift that leg. And lift, lift, lift. To add that cardiovascular, we're going to add arms. And up, up. Yes? Yes?
I think so.
You got it?
I don't know, do I?
You got it. Yeah.
Oh.
Can you show you another move?
One more. Let's get
We call it a V-step. I'm going to get you to walk it first. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
We're going to jump this.
We're going to jump this. And let's go. And jump, jump. jump, jump. That's it. You got it?
Woo, I feel like an Irish dancer.
So now we're gonna go from the top. Okay. So jog. We're gonna go cha-cha.
Okay.
I'm going to say ha when you lift your leg.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cue you when we do V-step.
Okay. I got it, I got it. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Woo.
And ready, and 4, 3, 2, let's cha-cha. And 4, 3, 2, let's lift that leg. And 1, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, V-step. That's it. And that's it.
Yeah! Yes! Well done, guys. Do you have a performance you're going to do for us? Okay, take it away, please.
So we have
it is the crew from Fit Boost.
a more advanced, showing everybody how fun this can be. So let's take it away.
Thank you so much, team. Well done, Carissa. Oh, man, I'm so proud of this girl. She has thrown herself in head first, feet first, boots first into every challenge this year. We love you. We see you, girl. Well done. Absolutely love that. Well, she deserves a performance where she gets to sit back. And, of course, Sarah Jane is asking, just 5, just 5. She's not going to get 5. We're going to have 2 minutes to get onto that stage. And then, yes, she's going to perform new music just for us this morning. And it sounds exquisite. And to celebrate, insane. Even the accompaniments look amazing. You want to stick around for this one. Get the note and pen out. You're going to want to jot down some notes. This is a winner. We'll see you now.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
round. Please, gather round. We need you to do some work because we're back in the kitchen and we need all the help we can get. Why? Because we are tackling another beloved South African favorite. It's a classic. And we love being able to introduce these to the table with a delightful modern twist. That's what we're going to do this morning. This dish in particular combines the perfect balance of sweet, tangy and savory in one hearty festive meal, and it's easy. And of course, our star of the show, Mrs. Ball's Chutney chicken bake with savory rice. It is a crowd pleaser. You can make enough for a crowd as well, and it's pretty economical, and I love the fact that we get to do it as two kitchen novices ourselves. So we're going to see how this iconic chutney transforms every bite into something truly special. My man's on the savory rice already. Someone said savory, someone said rice. I'll do it. Hey, I love it. So what's gone into your rice very quickly?
Yeah, I just thought I'd get this started, G-Man, so we can show him Mzansi exactly how we put this together. But I've already started sauteing some of the spicy ingredients coming through here. Well, not so spicy, more just like vibrant in color.
Is that why you're using a Durban accent? Just okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. I just want to get
how it is, man.
Yeah.
So we've got some peppers in here and some carrots. Red pepper, green pepper, and then some carrots. And I'm literally just starting up by sauteing this, and then essentially what I'm going to be adding in just a second, we've got some cumin powder and then some stock as well.
Oh,
that's going to thicken it up. I'll add some salt and pepper and water, and then eventually the cooked rice will go in here after.
So we're just going to infuse those flavors because we know that rice will just soak up those beautiful flavors. I love it. That's almost like a meal on its own, dude.
Literally. So listen, let me just pop the powder in right now because I already got the sauté going on. That's obviously stock, that's cumin powder going in there, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then you can get your sauté on.
I love it, dude. Smells amazing, gorgeous. Let's make sure that the hero is actually going to be the chicken and not your rice, dude, because the chicken deserves to be treated like an absolute hero today, and Mrs. Balls is going to do it. The tangy, the sweet, the savory, what a perfect balance. So we're going to put a lot into the sauce, so you're going to love this. Okay, so we're going to start with our mayo. And then they said like 1 cup of Mrs. Balls. I might go a little bit beyond that because in my mind, if you're going to stay sticky and sweet, you want that. You want the unctuousness to come through.
It also only does good things to a recipe, man. It has those highlights of good flavor. It works so well when it brings things together. It has, like you said, something special about it that I don't know where else you can get it from.
Do you know what? The only thing missing is they haven't said 1 cup, 2 cups on the bottle itself. You could just help us out there because
use it as a
I didn't realize that this is normally just a flavor additive, but now it's become the baseline flavor in so many of our recipes because it is amazing. Mrs. Ball's chutney pairs beautifully with just about everything, especially creamy ingredients like mayonnaise and butter if you want to go in that direction, enhancing the richness and the flavor of any dish. There is a reason why it is a pantry staple, perfect for everyday meals, because you can just put it on. And especially those special occasions where you need a bit more versatility and you don't have the bank to go out there and buy a whole new meal. This is a flavor profile on its own. The chutney is so popular. It's used in, I think most of our families have recipes that kind of have this at the core. It's got a sense of cultural heritage and tradition that brings people together. It is the most South African thing on the planet, and I love it. So, of course, we've put it in spades. They say 1 cup. I've gone a little bit further than that. We've got some chicken sparse going in there. I thought I'd use the Durban accent just a little bit.
Yeah, you got to come through.
We've got some paprika coming through there. We've got onion powder, my bro, which I love because the sauce that's going to develop with this, just like you're adding the stock to the rice, you're just adding layers and layers, but it's kind of creating its own sauce as you go. And then a beautiful dollop of garlic powder going in there as well.
This is not just eating, man. This is like an experience right now, to be very honest with you. And I love what you're doing with these flavors. Really, truly, obviously, the hero at the home, we've got Mrs. Balls. But honestly, when you pair it with some of these little subtle...
There's a lot going on there, eh?
Oh, yes. I could think of so many things that would be good for.
See what I'm saying, dude? Like, as a jumping off point, this is amazing. And obviously, with the chicken pieces, you want the fatty bits, you want lots of skin, you want the flavour.
Yes,
for me, is where it's at.
You want it to bath in all that good stuff, man. So the more sort of texture you have, the more points of absorption that you have, the better the flavor's going to be.
Yeah, I always think it's not very like sexy food to talk, but it's like surface area. How much surface area can you get the sauce onto? How many of those little nooks and crannies? But that's where the magic happens and the flavor is found. So we're going to just dunk and dip these guys in there and then pop them into our baking tray or our oven dish. And don't be shy of a little caramelization. Don't be shy of a bit of char.
I like that.
That for me is where the flavor is at.
Yeah, I like that, and I want that on mine. So I think this is definitely up to your preference in terms of how you like that finished product. But I think you can't go wrong, no matter if it's even something like a red meat that you were going to maybe incorporate into this. I think it would still somehow work well. If it was a fish, it doesn't matter. It's gonna really like come together, be broken down by the sort of variety of flavor we've added to this. And oh man, I'm just thinking of that final product.
The smells are amazing. It's obviously going to have a little bit of a kick, which we want. I think when you can move out of just, you know, hard lime chili and a little bit of spice to introduce some of those stronger flavors, a bit of heat goes a long way. Especially but it mustn't overpower.
Yeah, especially when that spice is adding flavor and not just heat, you know what I mean? It really couples everything together so perfectly.
I think I've given these poor chicken pieces the run through. They have had a bath, okay?
Oh, look how happy they look.
They're like Sarah Jane in the bath. They've just been saying, no, just five. No, just 5 minutes. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. My enzymes are relaxing, man. Just chill out. And then you pop that into the oven. Just watch them, depending on the sizes of your chicken pieces. 180 for about 25 minutes. You want to just test regularly. Don't overcook it. There'll be a lot of residual heat in this dish anyway once you take it out, and then you serve it with your savory rice. And look at the combination, I think, of those different textures and flavors all in one dish. Magical.
Absolutely. Mzansi, get it at expressoshow.com. What are you waiting for? It's an opportunity for you to show off to your people and make them think that you're an absolute celebrity chef. But
that looks amazing.
How good does that look? Yeah.
If you've got leftover rice, don't throw it away. Just think of the next meal and the savory rice that you can make. And when you've got Mrs. Balls at your side, you are sorted. Transforming your next meal with Mrs. Balls is easy, and it could win you your share of 40,000 Rand in their Festive Is On Us competition. Here's how you do it.
Festive is on us with Mrs. Balls. Make every dish a celebration with the unforgettable taste of Mzansi's #1 chutney. Bring your flavor to the table with Mrs. Balls and add that Mzansi flair to stand a chance to win your share of 40,000 Rand in cash. Take a picture of your most festive recipe starring Mrs. Balls and share it on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using #MrsBalls. Show us why everybody loves the Mrs. this festive season. Competition closes 6 December. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
Well, after that delicious recipe, we've got to get into something even more delicious, and that is Sarah Jane Thomas releasing her single called Just 5. Because, yes, you might just need 5 more minutes after you listen to this goodness. Sarah Jane, take it away.
Amazing. Good morning, Expresso. I'm Sarah Jane, and this is Just 5.
Don't stop what you're doing to me intuitively, the way that you know how to hold me, the light in you healing the old me. So before you go, I want you to know that I never ask you to. I'm always in the mood for more.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. In case you didn't hear the good news, this Blue Monday could be turned around. Why? Because there is the small matter of 550,000 Rand available to you. That's our daily Lotto jackpot today, but you've got to get your hands on them tickets. And how do we do it, my friend?
Absolutely, you've got to play. So you can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *75298# and follow their USSDs. It's really that simple.
Yeah, and Raul's going to walk around the whole day today, and you can ask him that directly.
I got you.
Yeah, or you can go onto our socials. We'll keep as many of those details up as we can, so you literally got no excuses. Come on, your week could start beautifully with 550,000 headed your way, but you got a pound to push a play to get there. Good luck. Time now to recap a very busy weekend on the sporting front. Yes, after we get into those news headlines.
9 points.
3 minutes before we hit 8 o'clock, let's get into that final bit of news for this morning. And we start out with your national news, where law enforcement will police 20 high-risk accident zones 24/7 during the festive season to ensure road safety. Now, Transport Minister Barbara Creasy highlighted that most crashes occur on weekends and during late-night hours. Now, she urged drivers and pedestrians to take precautions as traffic volumes rise ahead of Christmas and the New Year. The festive season road safety campaign focuses on responsible driving, pedestrian safety, enforcement, and education through partnerships. Last year, road crashes cost the economy 205 billion Rand and claimed numerous lives. Now, sticking to news nationally, Deputy President Paul Mashatile, speaking at World AIDS Day in the Eastern Cape, revealed that nearly 8 million people in South Africa are living with HIV, with 1,300 new cases reported weekly among the youth. He highlighted South Africa as the epicenter of HIV and one of the highest TB burden countries. Now, HIV is most prevalent among young women aged 15 to 24. KwaZulu-Natal Premier Tami Ntuli praised NGOs and volunteers for their tireless HIV/AIDS education efforts, noting KZN's progress in reducing infections and expanding antiretroviral drugs access. Let's take a look at your international news now, where at least 54 bodies have been recovered from Nigeria's river Niger after a boat capsized early on Friday, possibly carrying over 200 passengers. Now, 24 survivors were rescued, some of whom are still in hospital, but many are feared missing. Divers continue to search, though hopes of finding more survivors are fading. Now, this tragedy is part of a troubling pattern of boat accidents on Nigeria's inland waterways, where safety rules are often ignored and accountability is lacking. The incident marks the third such accident in 60 days. Meanwhile, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has demanded that BRICS member countries commit to not creating or supporting a currency to replace the U.S. dollar or face 100% tariffs. Now, he warned that those who attempt to do so should expect to, quote, say goodbye to selling into the U.S. economy, adding that there is no chance the U.S. dollar could be replaced in international trade. Meanwhile, officials from Canada, Mexico and China have warned that Trump's pledge to impose sweeping tariffs on America's three largest trading partners could disrupt the economies of all four countries. And we close up with this story for today, where Durban's beloved Trail of Lights returns, turning the Botanic Gardens into a glittering Christmas haven. From Friday to January 3rd, this year's celebration theme dazzles with Santa's Workshop, Build-A-Bear Fun and festive whale tales from the South African Association for Marine Biological Research. Families and furry friends can join the magical Paws and Claws Nights on December 8th and 12th, supporting Feeding the Furballs. Now, visitors will enjoy live music, twinkling selfie spots and vibrant holiday characters while exploring two food gardens brimming with treats. With a marketplace showcasing Durban's finest vendors, this enchanting event captures the joy of community and the Christmas spirit. Now, tickets do start at 70 Rand, promising a luminous journey perfect for all ages this festive season. And I have a feeling those are going to sell out real quick, so get your hands on those if you're headed to Durban or live in the area. So where we leave your 8 o'clock news, let's get into that last bit of sports for today with Graham.
Well, yes, in case you've been off social media for the last 2 days, Liverpool extended their Premier League lead to now 9 points with a commanding 2-0 victory over the Whipping Boys at the moment. Manchester City at Anfield. Cody Gakpo's early strike, then Mohamed Salah stepping up for the penalty, securing Liverpool's 18th win in 20 games. Under Mr. Slot, it looks like Christmas has come early. City's struggles continuing, though, winless in 7 matches and 11 points adrift in 5th place on the log. That as Arsenal and Chelsea now emerge as Liverpool's closest challengers. Take a look at that. Now we turn to rugby and a tense weekend in the URC. The Bulls and Sharks securing top 8 spots in the United Rugby Championship after a thrilling 7th round. So the Bulls, they impressed with a 28-14 win over Connacht out on the road in Galway, while the Sharks, they edged out the Stormers 21-15 in a gripping derby where there was a disallowed try in the last few moments. Then the Lions, they fell 17-10 to Munster in another closely fought clash in Limerick. They've showed so much heart this year. Now we turn to the 7th season that kicked off in the desert this weekend, and sadly the Blitzboks Dubai Sevens title defence ending in a 24-17 quarter-final loss to New Zealand, their first desert tournament defeat to the All Blacks since the 2007-08 season. So despite a gripping back-and-forth context where there was some hope, some late defensive lapses proving costly, New Zealand capitalised, sealing the victory with 2 late tries. Coach Philip Snyman left lamenting the 6th place finish, highlighting possession issues ahead of the weekend's Cape Town leg. Well, we've got a role to play there. Go out and sell out. Now we turn to Formula One, and there's still spice in the season, even though our championship winner Max Verstappen still dominating. He secured his 9th win of the season at the Qatar Grand Prix, as McLaren and Ferrari's constructors title battle now heads to Abu Dhabi's finale. What a setup. Charles Leclerc, he finished second, 6.031 seconds behind, with Oscar Piastri in 3rd. So McLaren's lead now narrowed to 21 points. That was after Lando Norris's penalty dropped him to 10th, despite setting the fastest lap on the day. And Pierre Gasly finishing in 5th, with Zhou Guanyu earning Sauber's first points in 8th. So quite a historic weekend for them. But that's where we leave our sporting highlights for this morning in our news. Let's get one last look at the roads.
Thanks so much, She-Man. Yes, our final look at the roads this morning, and starting off in Pretoria, Gauteng, there is a stationary vehicle on the N1 northbound, and that's at Atterbury Road. Well, the left lane is closed, so please do drive carefully when passing through. We will move now to Cape Town and Somerset West, and there are minor delays which are being experienced on the N2 outbound, and that's before Victoria Road as a result of congestion. So do please maintain a safe following distance when passing through this affected area. And sticking to Cape Town, we move to Milnerton. There seems to be back-to-back traffic along the N7, and that's northbound at Bosmansdam Road, which is causing delays for motorists using this route. So again, as you can see from the visuals, please do allow for added travel time to accommodate the expected delays. And wherever you are heading, arrive alive and stay safe. From the road to the sky, let's find out one last time what's happening in the world of weather. All right, now the South African Weather Service has issued a warning, and that's for extremely high fire danger conditions over the parts of the Northern Cape, the Free State, the Northwest, the Southern Gauteng areas, as well as the Bushveld of Limpopo. Now, meanwhile, the Cape Winelands District Municipality in the Western Cape reports that fire crews are making steady progress, and that's in battling the Paarl Mountain blaze. Now, spokesperson Joanne Otto said yesterday afternoon that the left flank of the fire has been contained, but the right flank remains challenging due to dense vegetation. Well, we wish them nothing but the best of luck in their efforts. And right now, here's something that I think involves a little bit of luck, and that's getting an incredible photo like this, all the way from Ballet. Andrew Harris has come through with an exceptional picture. Absolutely grateful for this one, Andrew. Love how bright the sun is in this one. Just peeking through the clouds, they're offering up all the warmth, all the heat that we need to get the week going. And yeah, this is how you put a smile on our dial. So thank you so much, Andrew, all the way from Ballet. Absolutely appreciate it. And a reminder, we do it all again first thing tomorrow morning. The number's 063-408-8863. With that being said, let's find out one last time what temperatures you can expect on your side of town.
I'm almost so swept up by what we're about to do that I almost didn't mention Uppington there.
Uppies on that 36, baby.
Come
Yo,
on.
represent.
Bring
That's
the
cold
heat.
for Uppington.
Well, not that you need to sweat even more, but let's see if we can make you sweat, make you warm.
Ooh, Graham's already got the moves. Listen, we're going to keep you waiting because I'm going to teach these guys moves in just a little bit.
Oh.
But on Friday, we dropped a big announcement, huge, colossal, in partnership with ABSA, of course. Expresso will be giving away tickets to Tyler's sold-out concert
Get out.
in
Whoa.
South Africa, right here in Mzansi, both in Joburg and in Cape Town.
Why didn't you guys tell me this? I'm out in the rain there on my own, talking to poor shoppers, ambushing people in the streets. I could have told him, Tyler, come on, that is amazing.
We all know, obviously, that Tyler went viral on TikTok for her song Water, of course, and her dance moves, which became an absolute internet sensation. I mean, look at this. Those hips do not lie, people. Not at all.
She has gifts, okay?
Many of
So, all of you tigers out there, you're in luck. ABSA has decided to harness the power of TikTok, which is massive at the moment, to launch a competition that could get you and your very good mates tickets to this sold-out, we stress, concert.
Sold out. No one gets left behind, including you guys. Okay, I hope that I will remember this before we get into competition details.
ready.
Okay.
Okay.
So it goes up, down, but you got to move your legs at the time. Make me sweat. And then you're sweating, and then you got to jump that way, and then you got to move the booty.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it all in one. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make me sweat. Jump. Make me dun 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 dun.
I feel like I'm not giving it enough pop. Okay.
Yeah, the hips got to pop a little bit more.
I want this Christmas tree must go. Okay.
Oh, we're going to work on those moves and something. I hope that you will too. And let me get into it. Oh, was that music for us?
Oh, well, we're going to get some response, right?
Make me sweat. Make me...
With confidence, Carissa, with confidence.
Amy throwing me off. No, to enter this competition, because we do want you to win at the end of the day, record a 20 to 30 second video showcasing your best dance moves to Tyler's music.
But you can't keep showing Tyler doing it and then bringing it back to us.
Like, yeah, come on.
That's
unfair.
No, the joy of this dance is, and this is why I love this young woman so much, is you could walk up to any random stranger anywhere in the world and probably ask them for a tutorial on this dance, and they could do it. Because the whole world has embraced what she is doing at the moment, which is awesome. She kind of started the trends of trends. On TikTok. Now, we're so proud of you, girl.
Incredible.
Sure.
Yeah, remember with that video, they got a tag as well.
Of course, yeah. So do the following, right? Tag the ABSA group on TikTok. Right? That's step number one. Then
call them out.
Yep. Then you want to use the hashtags in my story Tyler and your story matters and Tyler Homecoming. That's 3 hashtags that you've got to get involved in. And then that's pretty much as tough as
I'm getting a little bit emotional now because Tyler's going to come. I don't know if she's done a big concert in SA since her wave
this
was
is
broken.
the one. This is the one.
And she's been very cool about coming back here to support in the awards and showing her friends the support. But what a moment for her to be on that stage to see South Africans.
Absolutely.
So every South African, we better get this down. By the time you're in that stadium, in fact, you better be perfect if you want to win these tickets, because we're only going to send you there if you are perfect.
Definitely. Well, ABSA is certainly making us sweat, let me tell you that much. Lucky winners will win a set of double tickets to experience Tyler live in Cape Town or in Johannesburg. So head over to ABSA Group TikTok page to find out more about how you can win. One more time, gents.
Jump up the
3,
music.
2, 1. Make me sweat.
And then, come on, the tree's not shaking. Come on.
Was someone recording this?
All right, I think after that, we need just a moment to consider ourselves and our choices in life. So we are going to take a very momentary break, but don't worry, the entertainment continues in spades. We've still got Sarah Jane in the house. Cannot wait for another performance.
Yeah. We also have some financial health tips coming your way. So if you're looking to get ahead of all the craziness that we dive into when it comes to December and January, well, then you definitely want to stick around. All the great advice.
Are you up for, I know we struggle to talk at the best of times anyway, but are you up for making it even more challenging? Okay,
Always,
we're going to add a crunch, and we've seen what the crunch can do in the studio with Paul Pro and our cameras shaking and earthquakes hitting us. Well, let's see if we can get through a bit of a word crunch game after this.
I'm excited.
Get your bowl ready. It's going to be fun.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, welcome back. Time to have a little bit of fun. If you've got your Bacomo cornflakes at hand, please get ready to pour them in the bowl and crunch away. Because mornings are better with a little crunch or a lot of crunch. And Bacomo cornflakes deliver just that with their new extra toasty twist. Breakfast has never been this exciting. In fact, we thought an earthquake was happening in our studio. So let's dive in and enjoy every delicious bite. And of course, we love these guys because they do deliver the crunch. Yep. So as you can hear, the beautiful cornflakes falling into the bowl. And a lot of people actually will leave it in with the milk for a while because so that you've got a mixture of crunch and
the top parts are crunch, the bottom is soggy.
Like an ombre of crunch, if that makes sense.
So are you a milk first person? Because I usually do milk first.
I generally do too much milk with everything, but I am just an excessive person.
Yeah, more is more.
Yeah, I think I'm just that kind of guy.
No, I thought you were hungry.
He gave himself a little bit more. That is a big bowl of cornflakes,
Got
man.
excited,
I love it.
guys.
Well, we can dive right in because Bacomo has been a trusted name for years, and now with its brand new recipe, it delivers on the crunch. You get even better breakfast experiences in every box. And not only tasty, but Bacomo cornflakes also pack the essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. It's great fuel for any morning. And of course, we've got the 1 kilogram pack now. Now do it beautifully, like Milk Bay. Hey?
Milk Bay.
That's not a real thing. Please don't do it
Got
like
milk. I love it.
Don't do it like
you
that.
Do sugar, honey, fruits.
Ooh, all of those sound amazing, actually, now that you mentioned it.
Some strawberries.
Yeah, I don't just have it like this. It's good on its own, but now that you're talking about it.
Why not?
All right.
Okay, G-Man, how are we doing
Are you
this?
ready for the crunch? Hey?
Yeah,
okay, so you're gonna get your mouths as full of the beautiful crunch as you possibly can, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Let's go. Cheers. Quiet, if you will. I just wanna. No, it's not an earthquake. It's not an earthquake. You know, we actually got phoned by our control studio up north asking us if there was an earthquake happening in Cape Town the last time we crunched on these little guys, okay? So we're going to have a little bit of fun now. It's always good to, yes, have a little bit of fun on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. In fact, it's our kind of currency here. So this morning, we are playing Crunched Up, a word game where we have to guess the crunched up word on screen, okay? And you can eat away. Let's see how well our two contestants, Carissa and Ryle, can do. And if they shall be too swept away in their crunchiness to get this right. Okay, so let's bring up our first word. And now, I haven't seen these either, so I have no idea. But I will try to play along.
Okay.
And we want it to be difficult, so you guys can play along at home. But don't worry, there will be a theme of sorts.
God, bring it on.
I'm just listening to crunches after crunches. Okay, so let's bring up our first crunched word, if we will. Dun, dun, dun.
Kaboom!
Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Oh, when you know the answer, what do you do?
I don't know.
What do I say?
I think I got the rules wrong.
I think she beat you, dude. She just beat you outright. It is kaboom, is our first word.
I thought it was Bacomo.
No, I think it is Bacomo. But say it, Bruce, say it. And our first point, does it go to Ryle? Well done. But it could be kaboom, Boo, when your whole house is shaking because you're crunching so much.
That's
well
the
done.
sound effects. That's what it is. Come on.
See, that's why you're not allowed to host these games. Okay. Whoa.
Oh my God. Okay. Ooh.
See, it starts out easy and then it gets real very quickly.
Oh.
Storite. That's not a real word.
Raw? No.
Hey, it's a tough one. Come on. I like the way you're literally in your head going through every word right now. She's
What does it
literally
start with?
testing.
Man!
I can't tell you what it starts with.
Oh, I can feel it.
Rights tour.
Oh, man.
See, it's because you're not crunching in your own ears.
Toast.
Start.
Toast.
Toastia! Can I be honest? The ear kind of like really throws you off.
Oh, man, that almost took a dark turn there. Sometimes when there's too much playing room.
My brain almost went
I love that. All right, this one is a little bit easier, guys. I've
Okay,
given
yeah,
you a lot of
I
clues.
got this. I got this.
Well, then
3,
say
2,
it, Matt.
1. Breakfast.
Nice. Now they're going as a team. That must be breakfast. Please be something else. Oh, no, it had to be breakfast. I would have loved it if it wasn't. All right, let's see if you can handle another one, because this one's easy, man. Wow.
Crunch.
Crunchy, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Trappen van vergelijking. Is that how you say it? Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Nailed it.
Crunchier? Crunchiest! I love it. I would say it might be the crunchiest. Absolutely love that. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. I know. I'm going to give you both a high five.
Bonus points for the first answer.
Carissa had to go to her childhood trauma to get through that one, literally, to take herself back. So I'm glad we could reward you with the cornflakes of today. And Bacomo delivers. And yes, they are crunchier on another level. They are extra toasty for that extra crunch, but the taste still stands up. And you stand the chance to win your share of 500,000 Rand in instant prizes. So first up, buy any Bacomo cornflakes pack, scan the QR code, really easy, or you can just WhatsApp hi to 074 666 0900. We'll keep those details up. You follow the prompts to enter. It's as simple as that. The competition closes on the 31st of January 2025. We're there, guys. We've just given a January date for a competition closing, so you've got a bit of time. Don't wait all year to get this. T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com. Can I hear one more crunch, please?
You can.
Just one.
You can hear a kaboom.
Oh, and then if you want to hear something far better, of course, Sarah Jane will be performing for us in just a moment. She's allowed these after she's finished singing. And then, of course, we are still getting into that festive move. Stick around. Can we get another crunch? Hey?
I'm ready for it.
The crunch hasn't stopped this whole time. Yay!
Yum.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, I know we don't often get serious, but I'd like to get sort of serious right now. Welcome back as we chat money on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I think it's amazing how the lessons we learn growing up, that culture can shape the way that we manage our finances in the future. Often not really consciously, it's just those patterns that are there. And for some, it's about saving every penny, while for others, we learn how to spend wisely, or maybe not, or to invest in the future. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that right now. A little while ago, Carl credited his parents for the huge role that they played in his relationship with money, good and bad, and I think all of us have that DNA. So the question today is, what's the best money rule or habit we have learned from our parents? And Sarah Jane doesn't just sing, she is also, well, you got it together, girl. Because you have to, as an artist.
Okay.
Manifest this, okay?
Yes,
Manifest this, you've got it together. But you've got to kind of make these, and I
Of
think
course,
for a
especially as a
creative,
creative, of course. It's tough for us out there. You know, a lot of the time we kind of just living from gig to gig and whatever.
Yeah,
but
and
over
that's
the
okay,
years,
because that's the industry, yeah.
I've been doing this for so long. So, I mean, one of the lessons I've learned from my mom is extremely financially responsible, the type of person
brilliant.
she is. So I think probably the biggest lesson for me is like money for emergencies. So when I get paid something, I have like different accounts and I split my money up. And I also invest some money and I do save. For also with projects and stuff, because I'm unsigned. So when I want to do certain things, I have to have a fund. I have to have a fund for shoots and for exactly. So also budgeting those things.
Do you have someone who helps you remain accountable to this?
I wish I did.
Choices, or is it all on your shoulders? Because I was going to ask, how do you maintain this?
I wish I did. It's really kind of just on you. I do have someone that helps me with certain like investment type things. Just because that's out of my scope,
sure.
and then also with like my tax returns and things like that. But also maybe a fun rule for me so that I don't feel like I'm not enjoying my money. When I work overtime, so on shoots and stuff, that's money you can blow.
Okay,
like
that's a good
blowing
rule.
at
I like
money.
that. Yeah.
Overtime money is for blowing.
We only work overtime, so I'm thinking, I like your rules, sister.
We're going to adopt those rules.
Not for you.
Okay, now that she's ruined our conversation, let's.
Not for you.
But because we've spoken a lot about your responsible choices now, and you've kind of, I love the fact that you are quite intentional about what you do.
Yeah, forced to be, I think, man, because obviously being a kid and being younger, the main rule was like, you can't spend money you don't have. If you didn't have money, so you couldn't spend much.
People do it all the time.
Yeah,
literally.
but that's become
and
the
that's
baseline
what something
for me,
that blew my mind as I grew older, to realize that people were spending money they didn't have. But they were doing it for some right reason, some for wrong. But I just thought that was a trap to begin with. I'm like, how am I going to do this if I don't have the money now? How am I going to pay it off? Like, it didn't make sense to me. Luckily, I was naive enough to believe that. And it's kind of a mantra that I've tried to not overspend or spend on anything other than like a big asset or something crazy like that. Otherwise, can't afford it, don't have the money, don't buy it.
Just let it go.
Yeah,
Just
let it go.
Luckily, we didn't have those step things when we were.
Oh, I would have lost life. I would have lost life.
I would be like, I'm not paying for it. The tap is paying for it.
But can I play devil's advocate here?
So
because
true.
I've realized that the best parts of my money culture are also the worst. So I'm a hustler, I'll go out, I'll make deals, but I don't think long-term trajectory. I don't, well, I haven't as a younger man, possibly. Things, thankfully, we get temperament at this age. But is there a negative financial habit or something that you've wanted to break, maybe the way that you feel about money or wealth, those sorts of things? And that was something that hit hard because Carl kind of struggled with that intergenerational understanding of wealth and how and we kind of hit that same point of saying that we actually don't enjoy the notion of wealth for the sake of. There must be purpose behind it. But for you, are there habits that you want to change?
Oh, that's a tough one. I feel like, you know, sometimes when you have a gig, you feel like, I need a new outfit.
You deserve it.
Exactly. And, you know, goal maths. You know, do you know that thing, goal maths? Where you kind of, if you get it on sale, then, and I think we do that a lot.
I would have called
I
it
do that a
just
lot. I
people
go
maths,
maths.
not just girl maths.
No,
I think that's everybody maths.
specifically
Don't worry
girl maths. the viewers will understand.
It's like, I'm saving 1,000 rand on this dress. It's only 5,000 now.
And then
what?
if you return it and you buy something else, then it's like it's free.
They gave it. No, they gave me something. Yeah, listen,
It's
I
for
would.
free.
This is the
I
part
need to unlearn. I need to unlearn that.
We could have had a comment about, but this isn't the part on TV where we learned we're not allowed to even say anything. The second you say something like girl maths, I'm like, whatever, girl. girl, whatever. Now, we all do have those kind of little give-me's, those little mulligans, things that we use where we're like, no, it's perfectly justified. I've earned this. I deserve it.
I think we're also all just consumers a lot of the time. You know, we have access to so much all the time. We can literally tap on something and we can buy it now and it will come tomorrow.
So true.
Which in some convenience, it's amazing. But in other ways, I think sometimes we don't take enough time to be like, do I really need this? So.
Just 5. Just take
I'm going to take 5.
Just take 5 and just work it out. Only 5,000 Rand that you're saving because you're only spending 5 on a 10,000 Rand dress. And I mean, come on.
You're getting it.
Don't even go there. We can joke about them, but these little habits, they do form kind of the DNA for all of our spending. So whether it's saving for a rainy day, those emergencies, I love Sarah Jane's advice there. Budgeting for a big goal, putting it back into your company, your business, your cash flow, that can make all the difference when you need it the most. And ABSA is here to help you make the most of your financial goals. So please speak to someone who knows. Go to absa.co.za because your story truly does matter, just like yours, man. Well done. You're getting a financial high five.
Yes. Financial high five. Oh, I love that advice as we enter into the festive season. And we're going to continue down the magic of Christmas because from the first Secret Santa to the final Christmas feast on the 25th of December, Woolworths is giving us their best for our best Christmas ever. And here with a selection of suitable and affordable gifts for friends, as well as families, even frenemies, is stylist Megan Pedro. And we've got to get into this, Meg. You always come through with a plug. Christmas is literally just a month away. And we want to know what sort of approach we need to take when it comes to gifting. We don't have that much time.
We don't have that much time, although, are you a last-minute gifter?
Am I a gifter, period, is the question. No, I'm kidding. I try to do it as I go. So throughout September, November, if I see something, I'll buy it and then put it together in a collection.
Okay, well, that's amazing. But again, for any last-minuters, Woolworths is the one-stop shop,
I'm telling you.
You walk in there, if you forgot a part of your outfit, a little bit of a gift, you know, a flower, we got you covered.
Oh, I love this. Okay, so what is the approach this year? I'm seeing a lot of little tidbits that we can kind of add together. It kind of makes a bigger gift at the end of the day.
100%. So a stocking filler is a great thing. Yes. And we're shopping for price points, which, again, it's the budget-friendly. You can say you're budgeting, but, you know, you're getting everyone their little thing.
And when it comes to tips, do you have any tips that you can give us?
So definitely shop for the personality, I think is really important.
Like that.
So actually write down your list because everyone in your family's got their loves and their interests and really gift for that. I think that is so important because that really is the special like cherry on the cake when you talk about gifting.
And it shows that you're listening, it shows that you care,
and you're interested.
It shows that you paid attention. Exactly. I love a gift where I'm like, oh, you know me so well. All right, so let's get into the different giftings because there's so many here that I'm going, I want to know more and also I want to have it. So where do we begin?
So let's start with the price point. So we start with under 100 Rand on the corner there.
My goodness.
So we're doing it like that because I think that's always a great way to start. So we've got under 100 Rand, which again is a great stocking filler, right? So again, a set of crackers, right?
Under 100 Rand?
Under 100 Rand.
That's unheard of.
And what is great is that you know, you shop in 6 of them, and then 1 of them in each gift if you're doing it like that. It's just, again, the gift that keeps on giving. So that is absolutely great. Talking about the gift that keeps on giving, right? We're going to go through here. The ginger biscuits.
Oh, I love this.
So good.
Even the jar.
The jar, okay. And again, Woolies jars and containers this year. I mean, every year. But this year specifically, it's so beautiful. And really, we're talking about that sustainable element, so that reusing. And again, that Christmas, like you can store things in there, into your garage with all of your, you know, Christmas decor. It's perfect.
Or just your sewing kit, because we probably need an update on that one.
I've got a good one for you on the side.
Okay, well, we'll come to that. You have an advent calendar?
We've got 2 on here, but that one specifically is the 24-day, and it is so beautiful. It's 24 little chocolates, and if you turn it around, it's got a DIY little, the star, like Christmas baubles. So you can literally like fill it out, cut it up and put it on the tree. It's really interactive and super cute.
Good for kids as well, keep them busy.
Although don't cut it out before you've got into the chocolates.
Right. I feel like people are going to take this and eat all the 24 days worth of chocolates in one go.
I mean, you deserve it, so why not? We've got a range of the Long Market beauty range. And honestly, the room fragrances, it's absolutely stunning. And that is the pomegranate, which is stunning. Again, we talk about and go.
Ooh,
fresh,
fruity
gorgeous.
fragrance.
And again, I love to do fragrances because it really makes people think about you, once you've left the room as well, which is stunning. And then again, stocking fillers, we've got Charlotte Reese. This is a beautiful fragrance sachet, which I think gift in layers. So put it into the mug, gift that together. It's such a beautiful way to just have, that extra touch.
Awesome. Okay, you mentioned the mug already.
Yes.
That's under $100. Let's
Under
move on
200.
to under $200. Okay, we're saving
Cotton
pennies.
sleep shirt. Okay. So cute. Yeah. And the print is absolutely beautiful. We've got a selection of prints, which is great. Then, okay.
Okay, this has got my eye.
This has got your eye, okay? So when we talk about Easter and you do like your little Christmas, your little Easter egg hunt.
Right.
This is kind of like your adult version because you can put this onto the tree and it's a mocktail. So it's your Negroni, which is so good. It's got everything in there. You don't need anything. It is so good.
I love this.
The simple syrup and the recipes in there, so you don't even have to Google anything.
I love
We've got you covered. Then for the coffee lover, okay, this is your advent calendar, a 12 coffee pod selection. Wow. So good.
Very
Absolutely
cute
love
as
it.
well, the design.
Yes.
And then it even tells you the different kinds of coffees you can get inside.
Of course, because, there's nothing like a coffee lover. They really know what they're doing,
They know their
right?
coffees.
And then for the fashion lover, how stunning is a two-tone?
Two-tone necklace.
So even when you go away on a weekend, you need one necklace.
Oh, that's
You can just do, you can just do your own
Why
thing.
choose? You can have gold and silver.
Why choose? Exactly that. And then another beautiful selection. And again, it goes from year to year, which is absolutely stunning. So this is your wooden Christmas range.
Okay, under 100, under 200.
250. Under 250. Okay, so this, again, these are 3 separate containers, which is your mini chuckles. It is so cute and so beautiful. And each one has a different flavor, which is delicious. But again, you can split it up into 3 gifts. So you sorted already.
I love this.
A body shimmer. Is there anything more luxurious, honestly?
In summer?
And it smells absolutely stunning. You can read about all the notes on the bottles. Some room fragrances for the host with the most again. We've got selections. And then again, we've got a waterproof
For the fashion
earring.
girlies.
A waterproof earring.
So we can swim by the
Swim
poolside.
without having to, take
Still
it
look
out.
fantastic.
And then, Ginologist has a non-alcoholic gin, but it's a snow globe.
No, you're blowing my mind right now.
So cool. And it really is, just those little details when you're entertaining. Stunning. We love that.
Under 100, under 200, under 250.
Under 350.
Under 350.
This is what I'm talking about, is upgrading that sewing.
Okay, what is this?
This is an all-butter shortbread biscuit tin. Wow. But how stunning. Each year they come out with the most beautiful selection, and this is this year's, and it is so beautiful and stunning. Then for the whole entire family, a ceramic bowl included in it, right? So we've got a beautiful sponge cake and get everybody involved.
Yes.
And then for the fashion person, the fashion stylist, we have a beautiful selection of, grab your wallet and go. You don't need to be worrying about bags and everything like that. The summer, it is one version, beautiful. Paper ornaments.
That's I'm into.
Stunning.
Yes.
Right? It's just that added detail. It's the time of the year just to replace. Replace for the loved
That's
ones.
for all the men out there, please.
Replace that, and then W Beauty. I actually say walk in there and get a selection of beautiful.
Yeah, I love me some W Beauty. From the skincare to the makeup, they're just killing it. For the fragrances, all round. Thank you, Meg. This is incredible. Gifts from under 100 all the way up to under 350. You do not have to break the bank. You heard it first here, from your advent calendars to all your good things that you need, from Secret Santas to big splurges. In fact, Woolworths has got something for everyone and every budget as well. So shop Megan's selection of different price point gifts in store, online, and of course on the app. And we never leave you behind, because you get to stand the chance to win a 1,000 Rand Woolworths gift card. All you have to do to get your hands on that is simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this one thing. What is the best gift you've ever received during the holidays? I'm sure you don't have to think far for that one. And don't forget to hashtag Woolies Christmas. The competition does close at midnight on Tuesday, the 3rd of December, so that's tomorrow. And T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. You take that one. I've got this, Bauble. Our Christmas trees are sorted.
Drinks are sorted.
Wow, Meg.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I think you'll hear us say these words a lot because they really do matter. From farm to table, there is a reason. And Woolworths works very closely with their suppliers to provide us with, obviously, the best quality products.
Absolutely. Now, Harmony, our very own Kadalundi, recently visited Ducko, which is Woolies' primal duck supplier.
Oh, wow.
That's to discover their passion and pride that drives this absolute world-class facility. Let's check it out.
Located in the picturesque Magaliesberg Mountains, Ducko Processing has been Woolworths' exclusive duck suppliers for 20 years. Founded in 1973, they remain a family-owned business with a beautiful commitment to their natural environment and to their community. Let's go have a look at how this beautiful partnership with Woolworths began. Can you tell me a little bit more about Ducko Processing and how it all started?
It started 51 years ago when my in-laws were the first commercial duck farmers in the country. There was always a need for duck meat, so they saw the gap and then they started delivering some duck meat to the hotels and restaurants. My wife and myself joined the processing team of Ducko about 21 years ago. And with the help of some dedicated workers, we were able to grow the market over the years.
It's been just over 20 years since the first deliveries of ducks arrived at Woolworths' doorsteps. Tell me a little bit more about this partnership.
The values of ourselves and Woolworths are pretty much the same, so the decision of joining Woolworths was quite easy. We are very grateful for the partnership with Woolworths, which has enabled us to increase our production, to upgrade our facilities, and to raise our standards of farming and processing, and also to develop a stable environment for many of our employees.
Robin, what do you cherish most about your partnership with Ducko Processing?
It's definitely the shared values and then the pride and the passion with which Ducko deliver products to our tables, the love and care that you see when you put the product on the table. That definitely is one of those most cherishable moments.
How do you work together with your suppliers, especially Ducko Processing, in order to ensure that we produce and market healthy, fresh, and safe products?
So it's definitely the partnerships that we are able to build with our suppliers that allow us to collaborate well with them. Within that, we can collectively develop products that are both delicious and of exceptional quality.
Let's talk about your duck offering. How does the duck offering at Woolworths differ from others?
It's our quality, it is the shelf life that we're able to achieve, it is the cold chain. We only use free-range ducks. We also are the only locally sourced duck supplier within the country. It's only a vegetarian diet that is fed. So all of those things are our difference.
At Ducko, it's all about the wellness and well-being of the planet, the people, and the animals. It's clear that here the ducks grow up with the natural cycle of the sun and are free to roam to do what ducks do.
As we humans are the guardian of this planet, where we have to make sure that we treat our animals with dignity. It also allows them to promote their natural behavior, like roaming around.
I love how you take care of the ducks here at Ducko. What does animal welfare mean to you?
Free range is very important to us. We would like our ducks to enjoy the 5 freedoms, which is natural sunlight, fresh air, water and feed at all times, and then the nibbling on the grass and the bedding as part of their natural behaviors. A happy duck is a good and a healthy duck. If we have ducks which roam freely, we find that they are much healthier than ducks who are only inside. They produce a quality meat and also clean and usable feathers at the end of the day.
Good and healthy meat and feathers also comes from what they eat, right? What is their diet and what do you feed them?
We feed them a grain-based diet with no antibiotics or hormones added to it. And the pelleted form in which we feed it makes sure that they have well-balanced ration which they take in.
Thomas, you are definitely a leader in this industry. And of course, people are following in your footsteps. How do you plan to set yourself apart from other duck processing facilities and operators?
I think we are different in that we are totally independent in what we do, from making our own feed to breeding, hatching, and growing the ducks, and then also the slaughtering, processing, and distribution. Everything is done in-house.
Annalise, we're in the processing facility. Can you take me through the duck processing process and what it entails?
A duck is a unique and special product, and it's known for its unique flavor, dark-colored meat, and natural fat layer. All of these qualities require a specialized approach to processing, from humane slaughtering, meticulous plucking, until we pack it in the best possible packaging.
I hear there's a variety of deliciousness here. What are the different types of duck products that you offer and produce to Woolworths?
We produce a variety of duck products for Woolworths to suit different customer needs and preferences. They include whole ducks, portions, value-added products such as duck sausage, confit duck, and marinated duck portions. We even got you covered with foolproof back-of-pack cooking instructions so anybody can prepare duck.
I believe that every single part of the duck is used and nothing goes to waste. How do you ensure that all the parts of the duck are utilized?
We are committed to sustainability and to ensure that we utilize every part of the duck. We pack the primal portions and the whole duck for retail market, and products such as the offals and the bones we pack in pet food meals, and the feathers are washed and sorted and then utilized into duvets, cushions, scatter cushions for the interior decorating industry. This will maximize value and reduce waste.
Dorcas, welcome. How do you ensure consistent quality throughout all your products?
We ensure quality in our product. How? Because we've got the trainings that we give to the people, our staff. We have to work from deep inside our heart so that this product is going to our customer. They must enjoy it, knowing that it came from this company.
We see Ducko as a big family, and this family has grown over many years. Our parents have worked with parents of our workers. Their children, again, attend our daycare facility, which gives them a good basis for their schooling career.
Hello! Hello! Good morning!
Good morning!
Good morning! How are you?
Thank you, Mr. Albert. Woolworths is your go-to destination for primal duck and for inspirational prepared meals. Now, the next time you go and shop for duck products in their lovely stores, rest assured that you are contributing to a better future for our planet, our people, and also our animals. With that said, I'd like to add on that let's go out and support and grow our local farmers and suppliers.
Wow. I mean, we're just marveling. Sorry, we went a little bit industry there. We were marveling at that last link with the drone shot. Harmony,
cool.
We love you, guy. Your voice is amazing. We needed those tones. So cool to see inside how it all plays out. Incredible.
Yeah, man, I'm looking at the fact that those ducks, like, they seem pretty happy, bro.
They
Roaming
roam
around, free outdoors.
Vegetarian diets.
Absolutely, yeah. This is what the quality and premium is all about. So you can get it all at Woolworths. What are you waiting for? And I think 'tis the season to dive into some magic. And yeah, they're waiting for you.
You're going to tackle a duck this festive? You could do it, man.
Maybe.
As we quack away, we're going to get ready to roll up our sleeves too for another episode of Handy Heroes. Now, the experts at Favorite Home Centre in Port Shepstone are back with top DIY tips as well as painting hacks to make tackling your next project an absolute breeze.
Powered by Plascon, today's Handy Heroes come from Favorite Home Centre in Port Shepstone in KwaZulu-Natal, a paint expert store and member of Paint Club.
Our store is a one-stop shop, got everything here. So that's why it's easy for us. Even if you're selling paint, it's easy to go and sell more because we've got everything in the store. We're a hardware store, we're keeping everything. So building material, painting, electricity. But I'm more of the paint guy. Really best because we're really a one-stop shop. We don't come here and get something this and go somewhere else. Everything that you get, everyone looking for is here. So that's what makes us competitive to the other places. Everything is in one place. We're keeping the best range, you're keeping only Plascon. The Plascon is the best paint, wherever you can was the best paint. And our pricing are right. The management can work out nice prices for the customer. They get the best product at the right price. My favorite Plascon product is All in All. All in All is the premium range. The coverage of that paint is amazing. You see, you got afraid everything with it covers very well and give it nice finishes for the outside wall. We live in the south, we're close to the sea. That paint can protect and be able to carry all of that. Because sometimes close to the sea, paint fades away easily. All in All doesn't do all that. That's why it's my favorite products around here, because we're in the coast. Giving them product knowledge, helping them getting what they want is what I love about my job. Helping someone, because some customers come here not knowing what they're looking for. Then when we have product knowledge, it's easy for you to help those customers. Then when they come back and appreciate what you did for them, that's what I love about my job and being here.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Thank you so much on behalf of all of those who are holding their breath before their next big DIY challenge. We appreciate you. Because you need a little help, man. You need someone in your corner.
Yeah, and all the tips I can get, the better. This time of the year, we're all renovating our houses, making them look just a little bit newer, sprucing them up for the festive season. So thank you so much to our handy heroes.
And I'm going to keep the thank yous going right now, because a massive thank you goes out to this stellar, incredibly beautiful artist of the day, Sarah Jane, doing nothing else other than entertaining us. Let's do some more.
We'll see.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I'm going to say it outright. Your Monday could be, well, a day to remember. The best Monday ever. If you play daily Lotto today, there is an estimated 550,000 Rand waiting in that jackpot, and it could be yours.
Yeah, absolutely. All you got to do is buy your tickets now, and you can do it by going in store. You can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs. It's that simple.
And he literally has memorized all of that, so you can ask him in the street, but you can also go to the the Expresso social media pages and check them out at your leisure. Then Panda Pusher Play. Daily Lotto sitting at 550,000 Rand in that jackpot estimated for today. Go and do it. You deserve it, man. What a way to end the year.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to end today on a high note indeed, because once again, we have Sarah Jane Thomas on the floor, ready to entertain you. And this is wholeheartedly something that I'm absolutely going to say you need to stick around and enjoy forever and ever and ever. Keep it on repeat.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. My name is Sarah Jane. This last one is Wholeheartedly. Please enjoy.
Yeah. If you're still at home, you should probably leave now. Okay. Say what you mean what you say. When you tell me that you love me, I can take it any other way. Straight up, let's be honest, it's time to spill the tea. Hold up, do I still have you? Don't hide anything from me. Keeping promises ain't easy. Binded by our pinky fingers intertwined, as if we signed the dotted line. I want all in, or I want nothing at all. I want you to want me enough to fall wholeheartedly. Be a part of me wholeheartedly. I'll give you all of me wholeheartedly. Be a part of me wholeheartedly. I'll give you all of me. Now that I got you, like I said I would, I'll be there to catch you when you feel I should. I'm tired of waiting, no ultimatum, but boy, I'm so taken. I want you and only you. Can you blame me? I want all in, or I want nothing at all. I want you to want me enough to fall wholeheartedly. Be a part of me wholeheartedly. I'll give you all of me wholeheartedly. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ariana Carini on the guitar. Wholeheartedly. We have Daniel Lord Keys on the keys. Wholeheartedly. And we have Jean Lo on the drums. Thank you so much for having us this morning. Have a stunning week ahead. We love you.
What a privilege. We love you guys. I love you guys.
I love you too, man.
What a day. Thank you so much for joining us. A spectacular start to the week. Go and crush it. Go and own it, man.
Monday's yours, so have it.
See you in the morning.
Strong way to end.
Another feel-good production.
What's new from Clover? This festive season, indulge in the new creamy and smooth Clover custard. Transform your ordinary desserts to extra delicious moments for you and your family. Try it, you'll love it. Clover, made with love.